and misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
Every parent wants their child to find happiness in whatever path they choose. Florida Prepaid has a plan to help you support them by affordably and confidently saving for college. Our 529 prepaid plans start at just $34 a month, and you have peace of mind knowing that when you lock in 2024 prepaid plan prices, your payment will never go up. It's inflation-proof and further proof that it's the best way to ensure the brightest future. Florida Prepaid open enrollment is now. Find your plan today.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. C-H-E-C-K. Check. That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Thursday, February 8th, 2024. Lots to get to today, from the Super Bowl winner revealed to flying on Southwest Airlines is about to suck, and the reason why a new basketball costs $2,500, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Good day to you.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's up?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Thursday?
Good.
Lit.
Yeah, good.
Ready to go, bro.
You know, I would say good, but all right. So
What happened to you?
Well, you know how yesterday there was like 11 people mad and emailing, and they're just upset that they didn't get their VIP tickets. And then we said, well, hang on, we'll free up a handful of the extra ones that we have. We had like 18 extra. And we said, we'll free those up, and that way people can get them. And wait for the beginning of the show. We'll tell you what's going on tomorrow. And maybe it was too obvious what was happening, because I think they're already sold out. I think they're already gone before we even start on the show.
I mean, hopefully they got the message, but that's good.
I saw 2 tickets left seconds before we went on the air.
Okay, maybe there's 2 more, maybe possibly 2 more at realradio.fm/justokay. If not, all those are zapped up and gone.
And we'll see you in GA.
Yeah, okay, and those are up, by the way. General admission tickets are up and available. Yeah, you can go get those right now. Go over to realradio.fm/justokay and gobble those up. C-Lane, no video on this. My laptop's down at the moment, but let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. Not sure why I'm full screening this, but we go to a press conference about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And this time, they're talking about security concerns with Alejandro Mayorkas, the DHS, that's the Department of Homeland Security Secretary. And they said, are there any threats to kill Taylor Swift during the Super Bowl?
Who asked that?
They identified themselves. I think it was Inside Edition, but these are the kind of questions we're to. Yeah, that's what they gave them. Here we go.
Thank you. My question is to Secretary Mayorkas. I'm Lisa Guerrero with Inside Edition.
Yep.
Every single year, the Super Bowl has enormous security. But this year, fans are really excited about Taylor Swift.
Uh-oh.
There has also been some very negative...
Oh, that was C-Lane. I thought for a hot second, it was the other guy that was sighing out loud.
There had to be some sighing. I think that by now, like the security team that's, doing daily briefings and setting everything up, and they have remember that crow's nest with all the snipers?
Yeah.
By now, they have to be tired of hearing her name.
Like, oh, God. Another one. Another question is, are paramilitary groups going to parachute into the Superdome, not the Superdome, whatever it's called in Vegas?
All day Yucker said Celine Dion asked that question.
The lady asking this is like serious. Are they going to take out Taylor Swift during the Super Bowl?
Pushback against her visibility at football games. Have you seen any additional threats?
Yes.
Any credible threats that are related to Taylor Swift?
We have not. I would defer also to my partners across the law enforcement spectrum.
Defer.
But I have to say that we are extraordinarily vigilant.
Oh, good.
When we bring 65,000 people together in a stadium, when we have 330,000 people visiting the city for a major sporting event.
All right, so he's saying we're ready to go. No specific Taylor Swift assassination info yet.
Good. And I imagine she comes with a bunch of security as well. So
oh, yeah. She's
got
got
I don't know, though. Like, okay, that's a good question. If Taylor Swift attends the Super Bowl and probably sits in with Mama Donna in the Kelsey room suite.
Yeah.
Does she have personal security? Do they have to have tickets to the Super Bowl too? You would think yes.
You know what? That's an excellent question.
Put it on the Mo list.
Or
I don't know if he's got that expertise.
Or at the very least, because when I used to work Magic games, I had a pass for the game. I did not have a seat. So I didn't have a ticket. I couldn't show a ticket and go and sit down in a seat. But I had credentials and access.
Right.
So I'm I wondered what's the
deal,
method
man?
There of getting them in there without paying an exorbitant ticket fee.
I also like the idea that if they let them go in there just to be security, they enforce that they are not allowed to watch the game at all. They're not, no eyes on the field. Nobody can look over there. Just work and that's it. That's all you're allowed to do. Somebody over on chat is saying that's the dumbest question, Danielle says on YouTube, I've ever heard. Well, hang on. That's what I'm trying to point out here. For Super Bowl Media Week, which is what's still going on here, the questions, everybody's asked them all. So it's all stupid questions all the time now. That's literally all that's being asked now.
Also for Super Bowl Media Week, there are part of Media Week. There are members of the media that never get nor maybe desire access to football players.
Yeah, Sabrina from Tiger Beat here. We just want to know what the Chiefs are feeling about, I guess it's only Taylor Swift related stuff.
You joke, but that's kind of like what the media frenzy is around this media week. It's like all the newbies are in town. And there's one thing they want to talk about. So, of course, there's got to be size behind the scenes.
It's not even just bad Taylor Swift questions, though. They had Brock Purdy. He is the quarterback, right? The quarterback.
Hey, Brock,
for the
you
San
think he'll
Francisco.
make any more money next year?
Poor guy, not even making $1 million a year. He's the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers that are in the Super Bowl, and the press is there. They can ask him whatever questions they want, and one of the members of the press asked this.
You and Lee Harvey Oswald circling around the internet right now. People think you two look alike.
All right, so you couldn't hear that probably, but what the reporter said was there's pictures of you and Lee Harvey Oswald going around the internet right now, and people say you two look alike. What do you think about that?
Hear that before?
I haven't. That's my first time hearing it. Yeah.
What do you think about that comparison? Physical comparison.
Yeah.
What do you think about the
Great
fact that
answer.
you look like Lee Harvey Oswald? What a stupid question. This is so dumb.
It would be even, it's a stupid question already, but it would be even more hilarious if young Brock Purdy at a mere 24 years old said, "Who's Lee Harvey Oswald?"
All right, yeah.
And it's very possible that could have happened.
Damn, he's only 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a young dude, a young guy out there getting stupid questions thrown at him. So there you go. That's where we're at on the Super Bowl stuff. We're going to get to you and your dispatches. Only other piece of information was, and this happens every single year, people are always so stunned and surprised by it. The stories are now rolling out. Gasp. Usher is not going to be paid a cent for performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. Oh, my God. They're always surprised by this. And honestly, like, the NFL just uses this to do very NFL things where they're as cheap as they could possibly be, and they just hoard money. That's what the NFL does. The NFL is a terrible organization. They are very, very, very greedy. The most greedy corporation in the United States of America, or organization, whatever you'd like to call it, right? They are very, very greedy. They don't pay the Super Bowl performer, and they say, look, the commercials cost $7 million for 30 seconds. We're giving you 15 minutes on the field. You're welcome. Get out there and perform.
Is this the first time they haven't paid the performer?
No.
No? When did they stop doing that?
I think for a while, no, they don't get paid because they know afterwards they're going to get #1 on iTunes and, have all the stories about how stuff is, their downloads are up this much and they'll go on a tour after that or whatever.
Oh, man, this is the ultimate example of when you're trying to cut your teeth in music and somebody offers you a gig just for exposure.
Yeah, sure. I did. I mean, Usher doesn't necessarily need the exposure, but it's Super Bowl exposure.
Oh, so, he does. He has a new album coming out.
Yeah, and this doesn't hurt, right? You get 100 million people watching you perform all your biggest hits. That's a good one right there. I wonder, though, how does this part work? All right, I mean, we're just all going to have to guess here. So they say, Usher, would you like to perform the Super Bowl halftime show? And Usher says, yeah, I'd like to do that. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well done. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, he says it that way. And then they go, all right, here's what we give you. We don't pay you, but we do give you $50 million that we get from Apple Music. Well, we give about $15 million to spend on the production. So they get 2,000 or 3,000 part-time workers, set design, security, dancers, marketing, all of that good stuff. The performer doesn't get paid, but there's all this money around them. What if Usher goes, yes, but I only want to play songs of mine that never charted. I only want to play a bunch of Usher songs that I think were great, but nobody really ever wanted. Do you think they'd go, nope, play yeah, or you're out of here?
I wonder if there is some sort of agreement. Because
I imagine there would be, right? But also, even if they sign this contract with him and they're like, okay, yeah, go for it, but this is your grave that you're digging.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one would, on his side, let him. So, in the hypothetical sense, if his side was like, yeah, do whatever you want, Usher, I feel like they just want him to be there. The fact that his name is there, people are going to watch.
Maybe pre-Janet Jackson, you could pull something like that off. But I think that probably the NFL has a tight leash around approving the entirety of the content of the show.
Yeah, and I think on Sabrina's point, there's no way the NFL doesn't have this in writing. There is zero chance that the NFL is not like, ironclad, you're going to be performing for this long, here's the songs that are going to be in the set list that are agreed upon. They must have their hand in this.
But to argue against that, you're saying they're not paying him a red cent to do this show. What's the penalty for breaking that contract?
I don't know, but I guarantee you there is one because they don't want this to go sideways. And I guess the reason it kind of enforces itself is because Usher doesn't want that either. He wants to put on a performance that people go nuts for. The person they would have had to worry about is like Prince or something, because Prince would have been, yep, here's what I'm going to do. Bunch of B-sides for you. He's the type of guy that would have done that. All right, quick break. When we come back, we're going to open up the dispatches and see what you got on your mind. And we also have to talk about a man who has been doing something for 500 days straight. He's finally stopping. What is it, and what does he have to say about his experience? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Need a woman in your life who responds to your most important commands? Hey Siri, play Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com. Travel with caution. All lanes are blocked due to an accident on Goldenrod Road at Marietta Street before State Road 50. Watch out for that one. There's an accident on the express lanes of I-4 heading westbound at Fairbanks Avenue. Travel with caution through there. And authorities are clearing up an accident on Florida's Turnpike southbound near Hancock Road. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options, Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Not sure what's the best way to save for college? Florida Prepaid has a plan for you. For more than 35 years, we've helped Florida families successfully save for college. And now we've made it even more affordable to save with prepaid plans starting at just $34 a month. That's the lowest plan price in 10 years. Visit myfloridaprepaid.com and use our Easy Plan calculator to find the right plan for your family's budget and put your child on the path to less college debt. Florida Prepaid open enrollment is now. Find your plan today.
Scott for Scots here. Your lawn is meant for all things bonus. Bonus relaxing, bonus playing, bonus beauty. But when dollar weed and clover are popping up everywhere, it's time to start cutting them back with Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S. It kills dollar weed and clover and feeds your grass so it grows thick and strong to crowd out future weeds. Now that's worth some bonus points, eh?
Get a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S today. It's guaranteed or your money back.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
On game day, you want to focus on 3 things: football, friends, and food. And what makes all those better? Kingsford Original Charcoal. Kingsford Original gives grilled food an authentic wood-fired barbecue flavor you can't get anywhere else. Well-fed friends are happy friends.
So good.
And football, well, it's just more fun with a burger in hand. Elevate your backyard game day grilling with Kingsford Original Charcoal, America's grilling expert. Kingsford.com.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Doctors take Field of Greens for their own health. Here's Dr. Ryan Green to explain.
We're like you, too much fast food and not enough exercise. That's why I take Field of Greens. The fruits and vegetables in Field of Greens support my heart, lungs, kidneys, and metabolism for weight loss. And Field of Greens promises your doctor will notice your improved health or your money back.
Get 15% off with promo code RADIO at fieldofgreens.com. That's promo code RADIO at fieldofgreens.com.
Product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because no two people sleep the same. Only the Sleep Number smart bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number setting. The Climate 360 smart bed is so smart it actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature. And now, during our President's Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. Ends Monday. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey everyone, it's Joe Montana. Spreading the word about pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older like me, you're at increased risk. So, what's the game plan? A strong defense. Pneumococcal pneumonia can strike at any time in any season, so you shouldn't wait to help protect yourself. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination today and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, Joe Montana here. Back in my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia, a bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older, or 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like diabetes or asthma, you're at increased risk. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
Seminole Hard Rock Tampa is excited to bring you live craps, roulette, and sports betting. All under one roof, hotter than the Florida sun. Feel the luck of the dice, watch the roulette wheel spin, and scream for your touchdown as the big screen comes alive. Dine like a rock star, sip cocktails that shimmer, then dive into the heart of Las Vegas right here in Tampa Bay. Live craps, roulette, sports betting is here. Get in on the action now, only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa, located off of I-4 near I-75. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-10-MINUTE.
Hi, everyone. I'm Paul Anka.
And I'm Skip Bronson.
What happens when two old friends take their decades of experience in the business and sit down with our buddies?
You get Our Way, a brand new show from iHeart Podcast where we chop it up with our pals about everything under the sun.
Hear amazing guests like Jason Bateman, Michael Bublé, Mark Burnett, and many more as they sit down with Paul and Skip.
This is our podcast, and we're going to do it our way.
Listen to Our Way on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
New South Window Solutions. Made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. C-H-E-C-K. Check. That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the...
See it. There's cracks in the facade now.
What happened?
C-Lane he's gonna do it. I feel like he's gonna do it. I hear the way he's talking.
Not anytime soon. There's
what?
no way.
Baby
he's
number
spending,
2.
No, not that. Well, I don't know about that. We can check in on that at some point.
This would be a little bit more cheaper than baby number 2.
Okay, got it.
The Apple Vision Pro headset thing. He's like, I've been watching all this footage of it. I've been watching how because it's a game changer, and
it's not a game changer yet.
It's going to change what, your afternoon plans?
Well, maybe.
Are you going to, like, when we, in the near future, go to your camera during the show, you're going to have those things on?
That'd be great.
Maybe not yet.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are buying these things, and they are not cheap. It's $3,500
for the base model.
For the base model.
Whose kid just got 2 of them for getting 100% on their test?
Oh, my God.
Some rapper. God,
whoever it is must be nice, for God's sake.
Yep. 100% on a trigonometry. So.
There are people all over the place who are buying these and then just wandering around in public with them. It's the stupidest looking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Takeoff's little sister got 2 of them after from Quavo.
What do you need 2 for? What is the point of 2 of them? One would be fine, it would seem, but they're out there in public. C-Lane's going to be the next person. One of the people I saw this morning is, I guess, going to get in trouble. I don't know. Here's an interesting use case of an Apple Vision Pro. Take a look at this. I got my laptop up.
Oh, that's a plane. That is a pilot of a plane. Wow.
Yeah, this is a pilot of a small plane who is holding the, what do they call that? The yoke? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
He's got that yoke where he steers the plane.
So tiny.
And he also has the Apple Vision Pro on his head. Just cruising along in the sky, just rocking the Apple Vision Pro way up in the air.
All right, so the idea of it to layman that looks insane and dangerous. He's definitely an autopilot, right?
I don't know.
Like, you should be paying attention, but for a 30-second video, it's not that bad, right?
I don't know how much he's really doing this or how much he's like screwing around, because if you watch him, he's like swiping, and it's like pinching and pulling, and like he's actually using the Apple Vision Pro. It says flying an airplane with an Apple Vision Pro. The plane that he's flying is way too old to be connected to this Apple Vision Pro in any way. So I don't know if I buy that argument.
Well, what do you mean connected? Wait. Are you reading this as he's flying it with it, like he's using the Apple Vision Pro to fly the plane?
I could read it either way when he says flying an airplane with the Apple Vision Pro, but I think he's probably saying I'm flying an airplane.
And also I have my Apple Vision Pro.
Yeah, I think that's the direction they're going for. But more and more people are wandering around public with these things on. And C-Lane's, he's taking an interest. He likes the technology. And I mean, I can't blame you. I saw the Marcus Brownlee YouTube video where he showed from his perspective what it looks like when you're wearing it.
Yeah.
And I said, there's some cool stuff there. Now, some of the use cases that they've shown, and I think even Apple showed this, some of the use cases are stupid. Like, one had somebody on an airplane, and they're just like on a commercial flight in a regular seat. And they have the Apple Vision Pro on, and they're watching a movie like it's on a big, giant screen. And I go, I don't know. I don't know if people would be wearing these on a flight.
I saw a video where some guy was like sitting in his backyard, and he had a couple screens up in front of him, and then he stood up and walked towards his pool. And at the end of the pool, it looked like there was a giant projection screen of some movie or something he wanted to watch, some YouTube video.
Jesus, man.
I mean, you could get on a plane and just have the screen be like super huge.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be that guy. There's already that guy. C-Lane might be that guy before too long, though.
No time soon. There's no way.
There's a man who has just finished doing something for 500 days straight. I can't think of anything that I've ever done for 500 days straight, other than breathing and existing. But this man was dedicated. Bruce Wayne is his name, strangely enough. Not Batman, but Bruce Wayne regardless. And he ended his streak yesterday after he got his final meal. He had Chipotle to eat for every meal for the last 500 days, this guy.
I couldn't make it, I don't think, for 5 days straight. I love Chipotle, but yeah, that's a little bit of a treat.
Is there any place that you could deal with? You go, only this restaurant every single day for 500 days is all I'm eating. Is there any place that you could actually pull that off at?
There are some where I would immediately say it, and then I think about 500 days straight. And now everything, that list is blank.
Yeah. You know what I think about?
I can't even play Wordle 500 days straight.
Tell me about it. Just lost my streak the other day.
I think about, like, Sabrina used to work at a pizza place. And if you ever work in the food industry, you know damn well that if you work at a place, you rarely ever eat there. If you do eat there, you make like some concoction, like a Frankenstein meal item, because you had so much food from there and you're bored of it and you're not into it anymore. So 500 days in a row, I think at any place would make it like that. At least it would for me. Maybe there's a place that you could pull this off. A lot of people are saying Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, look at that menu. That makes more sense.
That's like saying I'm going to eat something from Publix for 500 days straight.
Now, as far as this guy goes, like, why did he do it? Was it like in cahoots with Chipotle? And they're trying to tell everybody there's 500 different combinations of things that you could do? Or he spent all that money and then what?
He did it, and he did it as an adventure, he said, first of all.
Yikes.
And then he told Chipotle about this and showed them proof that he had been doing this. When he showed Chipotle, it was 426 days straight that he had been eating Chipotle. Now, how do you feel about what I'm about to tell you here, okay? Chipotle said, oh, my God, that's so awesome that you've been doing this, sir. For 426 days straight, you've only been eating at our restaurants. We're going to make a donation in your name to a cancer charity for, get this, for $4,260.
Okay.
Why?
I'm like, wait, homeboy spent way over $4,260 on your food alone.
Where'd that number come from?
because he did it when he approached Chipotle. He had done it for 426 days straight. So they donated $4,260 to a cancer charity
that they can write off at the end of the year.
Yeah, didn't give him like a Chipotle card. Didn't give the cancer charity like a whole bunch of money.
You sure they didn't give him like one single free burrito?
It says this was in honor of the $10 a day average Wayne spent over the 426 days. So that's what they went or that's why they went for that donation. This isn't just the end of one adventure. It's the start of a new one, said Bruce Wayne.
So excited.
One Bruce Wayne is Batman, and one Bruce Wayne is that guy.
He's Fat Man. He's 500 days at Chipotle.
At least diarrhea at some point.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a place where I could do that for 500 days straight. Honestly, the place that I think, and I don't even eat there that much, but the place I think I have the best chance with would be McDonald's, actually.
Yeah.
Just because it's easy, and I could go for, like, some of the stuff is mouthwatering to me. Quarter pounder with cheese. Oh, my God. I'm all about it.
Now think about that for, like, a year. Every single day for a year, and then some.
500 days in a row. That's too much for anything. We're going to go over to you.
I was coming close there when we were broadcasting at your house, and I would go to McDonald's a lot before the show. Even when I was low carb in it, I'll go and I'll get the breadless sandwiches. Just kind of hawk one of those in there.
Yeah.
Good.
500 days in a row, and you didn't even get any credit for it, unfortunately.
I didn't do it 500 days.
All right, let's see what you got here. Let's go over to you with your dispatches, and we've got, let's see, the Big Show is going to be the dispatch we start off with.
News Junkies, your boy Big Show here. So you guys are talking about Taylor's bodyguards and everything like that. I got one of my friends that's actually Rihanna's old bodyguard, another friend of mine that is actually Ariana's Grande's bodyguard.
Ariana's Grande.
So
Ariana's Grande.
They both actually come together, and they've done like Janet Jackson tours and things like that. Yeah, they do not need a pass or a ticket. They let them go in, but because a high person like Taylor Swift or any one of these celebrities go to this game, they have to come together with the security of the stadium.
Yeah.
And they give them pictures of stalkers. They give them points of where they're going to be. They're always in.
Well, this sounds like it's going to be more work for the venue that they're going to.
Yeah, but it sounds like work that the venue's already been doing.
But let's say Sabrina is going to the Super Bowl.
What up?
Can Sabrina go, well, I've got people who are harassing me and stalking me, and I'm bringing my security crew of Sean and C-Lane, and, these are my security guys. C-Lane and I put little earpieces in, and now we're at the Super Bowl for free.
What?
What? You think they would laugh us off as a security team, the two of us?
Both of you and then just me? I'm like, I have 1 to 2 stalkers, and here are the printouts.
No, we're
they will
so
laugh
good.
at us. Well, I imagine we'll get banned from the stadium, as a matter of fact.
We are so good at security that it only takes a team of 2 to completely ensure your safety at the venue.
And C-Lane has a drone up, too. And he's like, just give me a second. I won't be actually, watching the crowd, but from up there, yeah.
Wow. Can you imagine how fun that would be to fly a drone at the Super Bowl, C-Lane? My God.
I mean,
that would be a good time.
They said that the broadcast team has 2 or 3 of them.
I know.
That's it?
I would love to intern with them just for the day, just to be a part of that whole production. It would be pretty damn cool. All right, we got more of those dispatches coming in. We're going to get to them in just a moment. And you can join us on the show by sending yours. It's super easy to do, and we love to hear from you. Whatever your thoughts are on what we're talking about, you can join in on the action here on the show. Go to thenewsjunkie.com on your phone or your laptop or whatever you got and record us a dispatch and fire it off our way. We got a ton of stuff to talk about today. This is a big weekend. Lots of stuff going on. And I think all 3 of us, right? I mean, there's no way we're not going to be all watching the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah, I'm definitely on board with that. And I think most people are going to be tuning in at least for some part of it. But if there's some of you out there that absolutely are going to totally ignore the Super Bowl, I want to hear from you today. And then I want to hear what instead you're planning on doing. Do that
and
over
why.
at the News Junkie. Yeah, what and why.
And who hurt you.
If it's not the Super Bowl, because there's a lot of you like that. I just want to get into your headspace. So send me that message, send me that dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. Back with all that, plus Herkel Durkin. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Radio is The Jim Colbert Show.
This week on the show, win tickets to see the Doobie Brothers at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater in Tampa, July 11th when we play JCS Trivia. Plus, your calls, text, talkbacks, and 4 opportunities to win $1,000 later today on Real Radio 104.1.
The Jim Colbert Show. Today at 3 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast on this Friday Eve. And the rest of today will be a beautiful one. Pleasant temperatures as we make it into the mid-70s for afternoon highs. We will have some passing clouds, but otherwise a good amount of sunshine is still expected. Looking ahead into our Friday, temperatures will be approaching the upper 70s. We'll still stay nice and dry, and that will actually continue into the weekend. However, even warmer temperatures are on the way with highs approaching the low 80s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak. No one does spring travel like Amtrak. That's because now more kids ages 2 to 12 ride for 50% off. So not only will you travel comfortably, you'll save too. Book now at Amtrak.com. Restrictions apply.
Folks, this is a simple one. This is a great company I'm going to tell you about, and they're going to help you out when you're in a bind. If your AC isn't working, then you need Mills Air. There's a lot of companies out there that'll run commercials or will advertise to you, send you stuff in the mail, and they'll say they're going to help you with your air conditioner in an emergency. But there's only one that strives on honesty and operates the way that Mills Air does. And this is why they are who I call when something goes wrong with my air conditioning. I trust them. The techs over at Mills Air can work on any kind of AC you might have, and they know them from top to bottom. That's why the best folks work for Mills Air. And they are a Carrier factory authorized dealer, which means they can get you big rebates. Why would you miss out on these rebates? Why would you leave that money on the table? We're talking about up to $1,275 in rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Give them a call, 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're conquering the unconquerable. Using artificial intelligence and data, our experts can create a personalized gene roadmap just for you, customizing your cancer treatment, giving your body exactly what it needs to fight the disease. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic, because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because no two people sleep the same. Only the Sleep Number smart bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number setting. The Climate 360 smart bed is so smart it actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature. And now, during our President's Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. Ends Monday. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, Joe Montana here. Back in my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia, a bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older, or 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like diabetes or asthma, you're at increased risk. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
I'm Chris Walls, and I'm a truck driver from Missouri. For 13 hours a night, I sit in my truck and I drive. Out of boredom, I'll stop and eat. If I'm not doing fast food, I guarantee there's a bag of chips open on my dashboard. Along with that, I'm good for about 4 liters of soda a night. That was all until Andro 400. I started out 4 months ago weighing 341 pounds, and since taking Andro 400, I have dropped 45 pounds. I'm sleeping better. There's no cravings. My knee pains went away. I've had some lower back issues, and I've noticed that went away, and I can only contribute that to Andro 400. One thing that Andro 400 said on the radio ad says it attacks belly fat. Well, let me tell you, it did. I've lost 6 inches. This product really does work.
So guys, if you'd like to experience similar results, then get Andro 400, the safe, natural, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Ready Tour with very special guest, 3 Doors Down.
with 3 doors down on the Are You Ready Tour.
Get ready for the big game with the free iHeartRadio app. Pre-game with perfectly tailored playlists like Big Game Party and more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Big Game, and listen now. Make the big game great with iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare information guide absolutely free. Call 800-919-3200. That's 800-919-3200. 800-919-3200.
Dive into hibernation mode with a huge deal on deeper sleep during Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Shop now and save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and receive a $300 instant gift for pillows and more. Plus, get free and fast delivery to your door. Restrictions apply.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is
I'll explain in just a moment. Every once in a while, though, when we're doing the show, and I know this may sound weird to you, I'll hear a commercial. You guys do that too? Like, I tune out a lot of the commercials. It's just part of the job. You hear the commercials so many times, you just kind of tune a couple of them out. And
sure.
Somebody will go, oh, God, I can't stand that one commercial you're playing. Usually it's like a Cars for Kids situation, you know, where the
kids can't even drive.
The song is so catchy. The melody of the jingle is so good that they're angry at it. And it happens to me quite a bit during the show that one will pop off. And yesterday, there was one where I was like, are they doing that on purpose? Was that on purpose? Did you hear the Pneumonia commercial that played during the show recently?
Okay. Can't say that I did.
There's a weird pneumonia commercial that played during the show. And the son of a bitch thing is, at the end of the commercial, they said, it's knowpneumonia.com. That's K-N-O-W, pneumonia.com.
I've heard it.
And I'm like, what? They have to be doing that on purpose, right? That has to be a troll that they're doing when they're spelling out no.
But not pneumonia?
But not the word pneumonia,
Okay.
which about 75% of Americans would misspell the word pneumonia.
Okay, but the point is it's K-N-O-W, not just N-O.
Yeah, it seemed weird that they started, and then, I guess you don't want to finish spelling the whole damn thing.
I hope that they got the URLs of all of the ways that people misspell pneumonia, especially without the P.
Oh, that would be tough. Yeah, that's a tough one because everybody screws up on that word. And another word that's being tossed around like it's a real thing. Because what happens right now, and this isn't an old man screaming at Gen Z rant, I promise you.
Get off my lawn, man.
I promise you it's not that, okay? It's not. But Gen Z, it's hard to keep up with you. We used to come up with new words every 2 years or 3 years. So you would go from like rad to banging to the bomb, off the chain. You move around for whatever word you were saying at the moment. But on TikTok, in the land of TikTok, things happen very quickly. You might have a couple of words a day that pop up on social media.
Instagram, Twitter,
and you go, well, hold on. Now I feel like I'm out of touch. I don't know what this word is. And then it goes from ghosting to quiet quitting to loud budgeting is one of the latest ones that I've heard. And Herkle-Durking was the one that was just tossed in my face in the last week or so.
One, fun word. Two,
it is.
Sounds like sexy, but also maybe something that could be messy.
What would be your guess if you had to define Herkle-Durking, Sabrina?
Gosh, can you use it in a sentence?
Yeah, I'll throw you a bone here. Okay, C-Lane was supposed to get his day started, but all he could do is continue with the Herkle-Durking.
Oh, yeah.
Masturbating violently.
Yeah.
No,
masturbating while crying.
Not that. It's not sexual.
Okay, so it's not.
Like dilly-dallying?
Yeah, it is, basically. It's like staying in bed when you know you're supposed to get up and start your day.
Herkle-dirking.
And it's like, the old Herkle-dirk, you know? And you go, do we need the Herkle-dirkling word? Is this something that we absolutely need? That's not even it. Like, just this week, okay? Loud budgeting, I told you. 75 cozy. Orange peel theory. We talked about that, remember. Girl hobby. Micro cheating. Like, all of these different phrases just pop up. Polywork, which is when you have multiple jobs. They got words for everything. Goblin mode, e-girls. It's all out there. And it changes in, like, real time, I think.
It's hard to keep up, but this has to be just internet talk, right?
Yeah, it is.
There's no one out loud saying, sorry I'm late, I was herkle-dirking.
I don't think so.
I stayed in bed for a while. I missed my alarm. Nope, I just got my herkle-dirk on.
A lot of the younger folks are very online, though. So for some of them, it may transfer back into the real world. And I can never keep up. You know, I started using animated GIFs in text messages way after everybody else. And then I continued using them after everybody abandoned those and didn't use them anymore.
Yep. Shout out to my mom and the only customer of Jib Jab.
She's still doing the Jib Jab thing.
Loves the Jib Jab every holiday.
I also would send emojis, and then I'd be like, these emojis aren't cool anymore. Nobody sends the cry laughing emoji anymore. You got to send this one instead.
I do all the time.
You got to like, or you just stick with it and you're like, nah, I'm classic. I stick to the classic emojis. It moves way too fast.
I remember back in a day where I sent somebody an emoji and my friend was like, did you just send me an emoji? That is the lamest S I've ever. Don't you ever effing send me an emoji again.
Well, as long as there's meetings, where are we getting together to discuss what's in and out and what you can't do anymore?
Now, I feel like in our day, stuff like this would happen and it would make our parents feel old. Like this, this is the sign of our times that the three of us are old now. And then I look at the way and how quickly they're churning these out, and it's like, we're not old. You're doing it too quickly. There's supposed to be a grace period here.
Right, it's happening very fast, and it's happening in different communities. So, I'll give you a for instance. On Twitch, if you are into Twitch and into that world, there is an entire different language, and there's people who are mega famous who people outside of Twitch have no idea who they are. People who make hundreds of millions of dollars who are streaming on the site, and nobody outside of Twitch knows who the hell they are. And it's a weird thing. This happened at the beginning on YouTube. I remember I was in Chicago, and the person I was with was like, there's a YouTuber who's going to be making an appearance at this hotel I'm working at.
What's YouTube?
And I said, a YouTuber? And she said, yeah, it's Glowzilla. And I said,
oh, she's fun.
It's like, I've never heard of this person before. There's going to be nobody there. And it was like Elvis had been at this place. I've talked about this before. This is like, you don't realize if you're not watching it, you're not into it, how big some of these people are. And how if you go in there, if you've never been on Twitch before and you go into a popular person's stream, you will have no idea what's going on. You won't understand any of the emotes that people are using. You won't understand the language people say.
Like if I say our chat, right?
Ours is a little more mainstream, I think. But if I say XQC, do you guys have any clue who that is?
XQC, the person. I thought that you were doing another term. Right. Absolutely not.
Hassan.
Hassan, I've heard of. The guy with the long hair, kind of political guy. Yeah.
Yes. Destiny.
Child. Destiny's Child. Got it.
Is Hassan the comedian?
No. Okay. There is a Hassan that's a comedian, but this was a different guy, a streamer. All these people are mega famous in their own world, and then outside of it, it's a totally different thing. And Herkle-dirkle and all these things, they come out of all these different communities. And they wield a lot of power. Like, for instance, a lot of people have no idea there's an entire side of Twitter/X called Black Twitter. And I would say 50% of the memes you see on any given week in the meme cycle are coming right out of this group of people. That's where they're originating from. That's where all of it starts. And they watch it spread to all the aunts and everybody else on the internet, and on it goes. And that's just how this stuff works. But Herkle-dirkle, I don't know if I'm going to be adopting this one. I don't know if I'll be getting to that anytime soon. We will be getting to your dispatches, though. You can join us. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record yours right now. There is some bad news for folks who fly Southwest Airlines, and that is me. They are now saying they can fit more people on their Boeing 737 MAX 8. Is that the one with all the problems?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
I think it is. Or is it MAX 9?
I don't know. This one's MAX 8 that they have. And they said, good news, we could fit more people on our flights now. And what they did was they made the seats thinner. And all of the seats on the Southwest Airlines flight have been made thinner, and that's made room for more total overall seats on the plane itself.
The Alaska Airlines 1282 was a 737 MAX 9. So.
Okay. So that's
Southwest,
maybe in the clear?
Did they not just do that thing, though, or it's like they're accommodating bigger people?
That's what they said. I don't know how many people will take them up on that, but that's what they've at least said that they were going to do. But the new seats on these planes are like mega thin, and there's some upgrades, like they've upgraded some stuff. But you look at this, look how thin these seats are, the ones that they've redone. They're very, very thin, and it's allowed them to put like an extra row. Each individual seat is thinner, and then they can get one full row in by all those
that looks
inches.
very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it does kind of, doesn't it? It doesn't look like it could be squishy or soft enough or comfortable enough.
No, it looks like probably like a cot you would sleep on after getting pulled over for being drunk.
I mean, how far do you go with this, right? Like, how far do you go?
It's very specific, Sabrina.
I don't know. I just thought about like the thinnest mattress possible, and from what I understand, it's that first night in jail and holding.
Yeah.
Is it not that thin, Sean?
They don't give you anything like that, unfortunately. You just get like
the
a
drum
metal
tank. I thought is a metal bench.
Yeah, it's a metal bench all around the exterior.
Specifics be damned. You know what I mean. They're very thin, and it doesn't look comfortable, especially if you're going on anything longer than what? An hour's flight?
Yeah, that's no good. They're trying to butter us up, though, and they go, you guys, you're focusing on the wrong thing. Don't worry about how skinny it is. Don't worry about your leg room shrinking even more. These things have USB charger ports on them.
They already did have USB. Maybe not on Southwest.
No, not on Southwest.
They already did have. So is this Southwest's first foray into the infotainment screen?
I think
did they not have that before?
They have a Southwest app that you can use while you're flying, and it has live television, and it has movies, and it has all that stuff. But they have not had any kind of power thing, like a USB port or anything that could charge up your devices.
Or just a straight up AC port, because a lot of the ones Delta and the better ones, they have the thing you plug in down below.
A full-on actual plug. They had nothing on these flights, but they're saying it's good. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record your dispatch now. Meanwhile, we stay in the airlines world, and a Finnish carrier called Finnair says starting next week, they will be, they called it measuring, but what they're going to be doing is weighing every single passenger that goes on one of their flights. Excuse me.
Bless you.
And they said you're going to get weighed with your baggage, and that's how they're going to collect this data from you. It's a voluntary weigh-in, which means you can just walk around it if you want to. But there's a lot of airlines who are pushing for weighing passengers before they go on board, which I don't know that I want anybody seeing that myself. Even though I'm not doing so bad, down to I went down to 189, then up to 199.
Whoa.
Quitting smoking. We're just right back up to 199. And now back to 196-ish. I'm going to put an ish on there. And when I have all my clothes on and my shoes and all that stuff, that's going to soar.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. 205, right?
Yeah, probably. I don't want to look. When I got all my equipment
when I got
on,
my 10-pound pants on.
I don't ever get on the scale like that. I'm like, my weight is me totally naked. That is my weight, and that is what I'm going to go by. If I step on with shoes.
Before or after a BM?
Oh, preferably after. Yeah, I will do that. If I go to the bathroom and I'm like, that was significant, then that's the moment when I'll weigh myself just to get the best result. At least. And I also talked about earthquakes. I don't know if anybody felt it, but of all places, off the coast of Florida, there was an earthquake this week. And they said it was 100 miles east of Cape Canaveral. Any of our listeners over there, did you feel that? It was about 10:50 p.m. on Wednesday. Not something that's very common in the area. But if you felt it, do let us know. Go to newsjunkie.com.
Did they say what it registered on the moment magnitude scale?
Yes. I think they said it was a 4.0, but let me just double check. They said, 4.0 magnitude earthquake around 10:50 p.m., 101 miles east of Cape Canaveral is where that all went down. So all of those things on the table, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. It's a good time to join us here. We will be gentle, we will be nice, and we will welcome you into the fold unless your dispatch absolutely sucks. But it's not going to. So go over to the website, thenewsjunkie.com, and hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we come back, the winner of the Super Bowl has been revealed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
I know.
Let's save some time.
It sounds like it's early for that information to be surfacing and coming out, but the winner has been revealed. What's happening here? We're going to talk about that next. It is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Have you ever left a Super Bowl party early but didn't want to miss any of the game? Real Radio is joining FM 96.9 The Game for Westwood One's coverage of Super Bowl 58. Coverage starts at 5 p.m. this Sunday on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Checking on Goldenrod Road, all lanes are still blocked northbound and southbound before Colonial Drive at Marietta Street, and police have blocked off the turn lanes from Colonial Drive to Goldenrod Road due to that accident. Just travel with caution through there. The right lane is blocked on Highway 1792 southbound at Ronald Reagan Boulevard, and 2 right lanes are blocked on Severin Boulevard northbound between Hoffner Avenue and Piercings Avenue. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay, and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Join the growing team at Progressive Insurance. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
Hello, this is Susie Essman and Jeff Garland.
I'm here.
And we are the hosts of the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm podcast.
Awesome live comedy experience with a new name at Point Orlando. This week, the Funny Bone welcomes Craig Robinson, February 8th and 9th, best known for his portrayal of Daryl Philbin on NBC's The Office, followed by Gary Owen on February 16th through the 18th. Check out our star-studded calendar and showtimes online at orlando.funnybone.com. Home to the best comedic talent on tour nationally. Come get funny at the Funny Bone. Full kitchen and full bar available with parking discounts offered to all guests who park in the Point Orlando garage. Same amazing experience as the Improv, but now the Funny Bone. Tickets available at orlando.funnybone.com.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because no two people sleep the same. Only the Sleep Number smart bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number setting. The Climate 360 smart bed is so smart it actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature. And now, during our President's Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. Ends Monday. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey everyone, it's Joe Montana. Spreading the word about pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older like me, you're at increased risk. So, what's the game plan? A strong defense. Pneumococcal pneumonia can strike at any time in any season, so you shouldn't wait to help protect yourself. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination today and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, what's good, guys? This is Angel from the Monsters. You guys know I love to cook on my Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive, and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassy's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories, everything that you need. They have the classroom set up so you can teach you the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques on the Big Green Egg as well. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassy's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee, so check them out. It's Wassy's Meat Market. Check them on Instagram or go to their website, wassysmeatmarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Wassy's Meat Market.
Hey everyone, it's Joe Montana. Spreading the word about pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older like me, you're at increased risk. So, what's the game plan? A strong defense. Pneumococcal pneumonia can strike at any time in any season, so you shouldn't wait to help protect yourself. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination today and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS, B-I-L-L-S, BILLS. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is the
I'll explain in just a moment. But one of the most bizarre things from the show yesterday that people responded to, I got a bunch of email about this, was people talking about when we discussed Boston Market. And it's like Boston Market is falling apart. They're getting sued from all angles. They were really popular. Like I explained when I was young going, oh my God, I was so excited when we were told that we were going to Boston Market.
Nerd.
It was like over the moon about this. And a bunch of people emailed. They're like, hell yeah, I'm with you on this. And they even told me about the exact location that I had brought up. T says to tipsofthenewsjunkie.com, hey, Sean, yes, Boston Market was the best. I practically raised my daughter on their food. For 17 years, she ordered the same three things, meatloaf, mac and cheese, and cornbread.
What she look like now?
It doesn't say. I'm sure beautiful in every way. I even catered her graduation party with the same 3 items. I also have more normal food, but the adults and the kids both went for the Boston market. So sad they've been going downhill. We're both very upset. Take care, T.
And I loved it. Their mac and cheese on point.
It used to be the thing, but man, has it gone down. And Jason emails talking about Boston Market in Wellington, the exact location I was bringing up. They said that shut down roughly 10 years ago due to failing multiple health inspections.
Oh.
But now has reopened as a chicken salad, it says. Is that a thing?
Yes, I have heard of chicken salad. I've only seen it, and I'm like, is that all that they have? But apparently it's very good.
So there's a fast food restaurant just called Chicken Salad?
Yep.
Oh, my God. All right. Just not familiar with that. They said it's pretty damn
Sean's
good.
brain right now?
I mean, it seems so specific. Just chicken. All right. Okay, I'm going to digest that as we...
You've heard of the grilled cheese places, right? Where it's different ways of making grilled cheese, but they probably just call it grilled cheese.
Yeah, you know what, though? I'm not going to get my hopes up on that. I did for a little while. People talked about one of those new places. They were even on Shark Tank. I think it was called Tom and Chi. And then
I went to one.
Yeah. And I think Sealand said he was disappointed, and
it was fine. It's not there anymore, but it was. There's a lot of posters everywhere that like as seen on Shark Tank, and it did what it did. I think I was disappointed because I was trying to go the healthier route, so I went with the tomato soup, just regular, not the creamy bisque soup.
Yeah.
And
wrong move, man.
Regular tomato soup that's not made with any sort of dairy is spaghetti sauce.
Right.
It's not great.
Or like a V8.
Yeah, it's not the best. They're saying it's called Chicken Salad Chick.
Yeah, I was going to say. We had Chicken Salad Chick. We did a catering for a baby shower once.
Man, I have never heard of this before today, but there we go. You learn something new all the time. We now know.
I was going to say, there's no way in hell that there's a restaurant called just Chicken Salad.
Yeah, that was it was a little too generic sounding, but we now know something else, and that is who will be winning the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, snap.
All eyes on Las Vegas, but why? We know. The most interesting thing happening in Las Vegas was that guy that scrambled up onto the top of the sphere. That was the exciting part.
They arrested him, right?
Why even watch? Yes, they did arrest that guy. And I saw his mugshot, and I was like, exactly what I thought he looked like.
Pro-life?
Exactly. The guy, he was a protester for a pro-life cause, I guess. And he called himself pro-life Spider-Man. And I said, in my head, I was like, I knew it was going to be a nerd. I knew this guy was going to be a total nerd. And his mugshot backed that up. But to the winner of the Super Bowl LVIII, I'll just call it that. They said there is a bettor, somebody who places bets every single year on the Super Bowl. And they have made their pick. They have chosen who they think is going to win the Super Bowl. And they have chosen the Kansas City Chiefs. All right. Here's the thing. Their choice has lost 16 years in a row. So this person has picked the incorrect Super Bowl winner for 16 straight years.
So they say.
That's what this person says. Yes, they said they made the headlines 3 years ago with a post about how they incorrectly picked the Super Bowl winner for 14 straight years. Since then, he's gone on to post in the Sportsbook subreddit each of the past few years with his prediction, and each time he has incorrectly picked the Super Bowl winner. And it says, is this his year? The odds of correctly guessing a coin flip 17 times in a row are 1 in 131,072.
So there's a chance.
There's a little tiny one, but they say that this guy has picked the Kansas City Chiefs. Will he incorrectly do it for another year?
He's such a cornball, too. Did you see what he posted?
No, what'd he say?
He's like, don't overthink this, by the way. I'm this guy on Reddit. And it says, the better team will win. The Chiefs are an absolute machine in the playoffs. I bet against them twice in the Super Bowl in the past. And to quote The Who, I won't get fooled again.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's a little corny.
Alrighty.
Little cornball.
Thank you so much, sir.
Maybe it's going to his head, but maybe he wins by losing, right? Incorrectly guessing that the Chiefs will win. That means the 49ers should win if this guy was right. And that means Amy Kauffeld's right, which is the guest that I'm going with anyhow.
Did they
Because I
do
don't know anything about this.
the zoo animals yet?
Oh, they always do, don't they? You know, they'll get like an octopus to try to do something, or
Like a seal.
Yeah, a seal to go over and pick between two different things, or like a lion. That's what they do. We'll have more of those, I think, in the immediate run up to the Super Bowl. They don't have a lot of time left, though. I did see this story that when I heard about this yesterday, I was like, that can't be true. I said, let me fact check. Because if I hear something that's crazy and I don't know about it, I always look it up, and I'm not just going to parrot this. I want to make sure I know what I'm talking about. And
that was really good, C-Lane. He's adjusting to the latest. All
Who's
right?
C-Lane? What are you talking about? It's not C-Lane. That's my parrot that I brought in the studio with
Is
her.
your parrot under your ass by any chance?
Yes, that's where I keep my parrot always. So somebody says Nikki Haley, who is
parrot.
obviously
That's the name of our band, Ass Parrot.
I think that might be interpreted in different ways.
When your mom asks you what you accomplished today, you can say, well, I've perfected my ass parrot character. I've really honed in on that one. Nailed
People
that.
love it.
May use it as a band name. So somebody says this thing about Nikki Haley, and I go, no shot. No way is that true. And I look it up. It is true. It's absolutely true.
Is it what I think it is? Ooh, is it about her husband?
Yes, it is about her husband.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you tweeted about this, so that's where I heard it.
Yeah. So I posted this last night. All right. And here's the piece from the New York Times where they talk about this. So Nikki Haley, when she met her husband, he introduced himself and he said, my name is Bill. And she said, you don't look like a Bill. And she started calling him a different name. So she just changed his name.
Well, she said, what's your whole name?
And he said, William Michael. And she goes, all right, you're a Michael now. And she starts calling him Michael, and all of his friends eventually start calling him Michael. So she didn't like his name, and she just changed the dude's name on him by just starting to call him something else. And eventually, friends, family, and everybody else jumps on board, and the guy's name is changed because Nikki Haley didn't like Bill as a first name for him.
I mean, that says a lot about how she can do in the office, right?
Well, what a boss move. Like, imagine I was like, Sabrina, you don't look like a Sabrina. We're just going to call you Mercedes.
And I'm getting a flashback to my intern days. You don't sound like Sabrina. We're going to call you Mark.
Yeah. We're just to forcefully change your name. No matter if you like it or not. That's not in question here. And the New York Times says, back when Nikki Haley, the last woman standing in the race for the Republican nomination, began dating her now husband, she took a look at him and asked him what his name was. Puzzled, he told her it was Bill, which she already knew. And she said, you just don't look like a Bill. What's your whole name? She replied, to which he answered, William Michael. From that point on, I started calling him Michael, and all my friends did the same. And she said, before we knew it, he was universally known as Michael. Everyone who knew him before I did knows him as Bill, and everybody who met him after I did knows him as Michael. He looks like a Michael, she said. So she just went for it.
Here's the thing, that's all good, and I mean, it's crazy of her to do. And he just accepted this? Did his family just accept it? Because I would imagine that maybe if you go back to your parents and go, hey, I want you to meet my new girlfriend, Nikki. But here's the thing. She goes by my middle name. She doesn't like William or Bill. She doesn't think I look like a Bill.
Yeah, so she's getting away from it. She's just refusing to call me by that name.
I guess if it's the middle name, it's still the name that his parents gave him. Because if she was like, you look like a Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
That was
any one of those. You look like an ass parrot. How about that? And then now I'm just gonna call you that moving forward. How low is this guy's power level that he's like, okay, fine. I guess I'd just be Michael now.
Didn't
Forget
they do
the
that
Bill thing.
Parks and Rec? Wasn't that the whole thing with the
Jerry, Larry, Gary?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they changed the character's name over and over and over again. My favorite part was that they always made him with some super hot wife and
Christy Brinkley.
And Christy Brinkley's like
all his daughters were hot too.
Right, and they're going on about like how great he is in the sack, and like
he has the biggest penis the inspector had ever seen.
He's this mopey character that's like Nerd Dad, but he's like a legend around these parts, I guess. Okay, real quick. Somebody sent me a link and said, what do you think about this? I'd never seen this before. It's not brand new, but it didn't pop up on my radar. They said, have you ever heard of The Other Fellow, a documentary? Have either of you heard of that ever?
I don't think I have.
It is a documentary about a bunch of guys who everybody's name is James Bond. Everybody in it, their actual legal names are James Bond. And these guys talk about living life as a person named James Bond.
They talk about what a bunch of dicks their parents are for being in the Bond family.
Yes, they go into that stuff. And they also go into multiple of the James Bonds have been arrested. Because when the cops pull them over, they'll be like, what's your name? And they'll go, James. And they'll be like, what's your last name, James? You got one? And they'll go, Bond. And they're like, you want to be a smart ass? I'm going to take you in. If you want to be a smart ass, well, I'm not dealing with. And these guys, like, we've been arrested for our names. They just need to date Nikki Haley for a little while. All will be changed very fast.
Jimmy.
When we come back, we're going to get to you. Excuse me.
You are burpy today,
I'm
sir.
sorry. I'm a little bit burpy today. I apologize for that. I want to be professional here, and we'll stay professional. When we come back with your dispatches, go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Coming up next, there is a new basketball that is $2,500.
Okay.
And people are lining up around the block to try to get this basketball.
For just $1,000 more, you get the Apple Vision Pro.
That's crazy to think about. That is insane to think about. Everybody wants to buy this. Why do people want?
And you could fake basketball. You could just
you could with
you look
Apple
like
Vision
an
Pro.
idiot.
You look like an idiot with a $2,500 basketball too. But people are buying them. Why? What's going on with this? That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio. It is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
There's only a dictatorship.
Yeah,
and that's
right.
the black sock.
I'm going to let the whites in. I've decided I'll let the whites in, but they'll have their own section in my door.
Let the whites in.
Mark that. The Monsters in the Morning.
Real radio 104.1.
Checking on Goldenrod Road, all lanes are still blocked, northbound and southbound before Colonial Drive at Marietta Street, and police have blocked off the turn lanes from Colonial Drive to Goldenrod Road due to that accident. Just travel with caution through there. The right lane is blocked on Highway 1792 southbound at Ronald Reagan Boulevard, and two right lanes are blocked on Semmern Boulevard northbound between Hoffner Avenue and Piercings Avenue. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Let Express Employment Professionals help you hire for contract or full-time jobs. Forget about posting jobs, sifting through resumes, and interviews with unqualified applicants. Go to ExpressPros.com to find the location near you. That's ExpressPros.com.
Chances are very high that you're leaving money on the table, so let that mortgage guy, Don, help you get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. That mortgage guy, Don, is a mortgage broker. He's not a corner bank or retail lender, and that means he has direct access to wholesale lenders that consumers do not. Wholesale lenders that are competing for your business. So get the process started today with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Enjoying the News Junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
This is Michael David from Seattle. I'm 51 years old, and 6 months ago, I started taking Andro 400 to increase my testosterone. Since then, I've lost 35 pounds of fat, and my waist went from size 38 to size 32. I have more energy, and I look and feel 20 years younger. And now my wife tells me I have to take Andro 400.
Hi, this is Ron Johnson from Utah. After 10 weeks of taking Andro 400, I lost 13 pounds, and my waist went from 36 to 33. That was 8 years ago. I continue to take Andro 400, and I've maintained my weight at 172. Gained muscle and energy. I'm 63 now and feel better than I have in 30 years.
Andro 400, the natural way to increase testosterone, lose belly fat, gain energy, and feel great. Try Andro 400, the safe, effective, affordable way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in an accident and would like to know the value of your case, go to forthepeople.com to see cases just like yours. You see, all lawyers are not the same. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're conquering the unconquerable. Using artificial intelligence and data, our experts can create a personalized gene roadmap just for you, customizing your cancer treatment, giving your body exactly what it needs to fight the disease. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
On game day, you want to focus on three things: football, friends, and food. And what makes all those better? Kingsford Original Charcoal. Kingsford Original gives grilled food an authentic wood-fired barbecue flavor you can't get anywhere else. Well-fed friends are happy friends. So good. And football, well, it's just more fun with a burger in hand. Elevate your backyard game day grilling with Kingsford Original Charcoal, America's grilling expert. Kingsford.com.
Very local. Powered by Wesh 2. Local news. Breaking news this morning. Original series and specials. I can't wait to go check it out. Come with me. 24/7 TV made just for you.
How awesome is this?
Download the free Very Local app now.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Doctors take Field of Greens for their own health. Here's Dr. Ryan Green to explain.
We're like you, too much fast food and not enough exercise. That's why I take Field of Greens. The fruits and vegetables in Field of Greens support my heart, lungs, kidneys, and metabolism for weight loss. And Field of Greens promises your doctor will notice your improved health or your money back.
Get 15% off with promo code RADIO at fieldofgreens.com. That's promo code RADIO at fieldofgreens.com. Product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Get ready for the big game with the free iHeartRadio app, the official partner of the NFL Podcast Network, featuring the biggest names in the game like Ross Tucker and his daily NFL podcast.
I am so looking forward to that game.
NFL Total Access.
That's another mini storyline to watch.
NFL Now.
This could be the dangerous team.
And many more. The free iHeartRadio app in the NFL, getting you the insight and behind-the-scenes stories you need for the big game. Just open the free iHeartRadio app and search NFL and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This
I can't believe how many people are in agreement on this Boston market thing. This is kind of mind-blowing to me, but Space Coast Native emails and says on Boston Market, did you ever watch the episode of Undercover Boss that was Boston Market? That episode of all the episodes stuck in my brain. The CEO of Boston Market broke his undercover status to fire the dude they put him to work with because he was bashing everybody and talking about he was rude to customers all the time because they were so stupid and didn't know how to order their meals in a timely fashion. It was the best episode, says Space Coast Native. My favorite episode of that show, Undercover Boss, there was one where it was like, I think it was a pizza delivery company, and the guy who was the pizza delivery driver didn't know it was the CEO of the company he was riding with. And he's like, every once in a while, I'll smoke a bowl, get a little high, makes it more enjoyable. And the boss is like, oh, God, what are you doing, man? Why are you telling me this right now?
I think that more than not, I think what people expected out of Undercover Boss was they wanted the thing from the Boston Market episode. They wanted the boss to break character and go, you are out of here. But what it ended up being more often was like, hey, I know that you'd like to smoke bowls before, but I'd really rather you not, imbibe and drive. And
that'd be real chill.
We're going to put you in like a drug facility.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna, or somebody that's like, I never went back to college. We're going to put you in college. It was always like the nice thing.
Yep, that was the thing that happened.
Like a Hooters manager, they did that for.
Right.
Maybe, or something like that, where it was very clear, despite the owner of the franchise who sucked and was immediately fired by Undercover Boss, the manager was like so good at what she did and also like put out the fires, but it was very clear all her employees loved her so much that Boss was like, we're giving you your own franchise to make your life even more chaotic than it already is. Thank you.
One thing that was really clear.
We're giving you Hooters. Breast implants? No, you're getting your own Hooters.
What was so clear to me after like 3 or 4 seasons of that show is some of the employees realized what was going on. And so they go, okay, this is Undercover Boss. And then when they're talking to the boss that they definitely know has a fake mustache on and is undercover, they go, well, you see, it's just been real tough with just my mom and me at home. And my car barely works.
It's funny because I can't hear about Undercover Boss and not think of the thing that DJ Axis on Twitch is talking about when Adam Driver hosted SNL and he had just done Kylo Ren on Star Wars. And so he was undercover bossing as Kylo Ren. And he would just like go in with his disguise on and be like, hey, anybody heard anything about that Kylo Ren guy? I'm not him.
That show fell apart, I think, pretty quickly, but it was enjoyable for a time. Meanwhile, there is a new basketball, and I know if you stop me there, you're like, why is he talking about a basketball? But I'm talking about a basketball because there's a new basketball that costs $2,500, and people are lining up around the block to get their hands on these. They want to spend their money. Is
there a prize inside of it or something?
No, it's just, there's a couple of things about it. First of all, there's only about 200 of these in the whole world. They're called Wilson Airless Gen 1 basketballs.
Wilson.
And as you can imagine, it doesn't
have a long scream.
Wilson!
It doesn't have any air in it. And they said,
what? It doesn't even come with air for that price?
No, it doesn't need to be inflated because it's got it's made up of all these little holes. It's kind of hard to explain.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
It's an airless basketball.
Yes.
And
it looks crazy, right?
Yeah. Let me see. I'll bring it up for the folks on YouTube. Give me a second.
They reinvented it. Essentially, never, ever have to deal with reinflating a basketball. It like almost a futuristic wiffle ball.
Yes,
but
it has
bounces.
the kind of the shape of a wiffle ball, but they limited them to 2,500. Here it is. This is what it looks like. It's just all of these little holes, and something about the construction of this has made it so it's a functional basketball. And with less than 200,
3D printed.
Yeah, it's his first ever 3D printed basketball.
Sean thought he was going to blow our minds, but
and people want these. They're $2,500. They said. The Lippis team had to transform the 3D printed ball from a prototype into a consumer product while largely using the same tools. We're still using the same printer. We're still using the same type of smoothing and dyeing. To scale up, they said they brought some of the ball's production into a third-party external facility. And now, because people collect shoes and all of that stuff in the basketball and sports world, they want these bad. They want to get their hands on these Wilson Airless basketballs, even if they have that big, giant price tag.
So maybe you know the answer, Seed Lane, maybe Sean too, but can't you just make one yourself?
I don't know.
If you have a 3D printer.
You'd have to have a large 3D printer for something the size of a basketball. And then somebody would, ideally, somebody would share the file with you.
Mm-hmm.
But
do you think it's that complicated, though, considering the design? It being a circle?
My guess is that what they would say is
a cylinder field. You know what I mean?
A sphere.
A sphere, yeah. My guess is what they would say is the cost of the 3D printer is so expensive that it makes it so like getting
the materials.
And getting the materials together to make your own at home would be really expensive too. So it's not just like a giant cut through, but I don't know. I mean, 3D printers has moved very, very quickly, and that technology is still rolling around out there at a fast pace. We'll go to your dispatches in just a moment, but I'd like to tip the hat to a drug dealer who has gotten into some trouble here.
Good job, drug dealer.
This man, who's real happy about his new song that C-Lane just gave him, is in Calgary, Canada, and they said he got caught because he was trying a little too hard at his job of being a drug dealer. Police were informed about an individual who was passing out business cards that had small baggies of cocaine stapled to them.
Wow.
In Calgary. The cards, which included the name Alex Lee as well as contact information, helped police to track down a suspect, they said.
What
searched.
was the point, my friend?
He was just trying to network.
Isn't
trying to
that
get his stuff out there?
Isn't that kind of what they did in the Dave Chappelle movie where they were selling the weed from the what was that really early Dave Chappelle movie?
How High?
No, it wasn't How High. Oh man,
They just covered something along those lines with Griselda Blanco, the bio series.
Yeah.
And their big point of sale and how she got into Miami was her and her friend went around to the big parties and handed out cocaine. No business card attached, but
business cards that's a risky idea right there. That's
is.
a little bit much. So they try to trace this guy down.
Half-baked. Thank you.
That's it. Who was going by Alex Lee. Officers searched the truck as well as a home on his block, and they found 59.6 grams of cocaine packaged in more than 50 baggies and $1,280 in cash. They found some business cards bearing the name Alex Lee, and they arrested Sayed Razavi, 30 years old, charged with some trafficking of drugs.
he must have had to give out free samples a bunch at his house.
I guess so,
Right?
man. They don't usually do that with drugs. I don't remember that at all at any point in time growing up where they were like, oh, you get the drug dealer samples? Like a drug Costco? Or it's a very interesting business model.
Drug Costco sounds like a very fun place.
All right, let's go to you. Let's see what you got going on. And a lot of people have responded to the idea that not everybody wants to watch the Super Bowl this weekend, right? There's a bunch of people who are like, I don't care about the Super Bowl at all. I'm not really interested. Sorry. And Bart versus Bill Gates is one of those people, I believe. Let's see what they said.
Hey, guys, you were asking about people that don't watch the Super Bowl. I don't watch it because I don't follow sports. I don't really care to, and I'll probably be doing what I do every other night.
What's that?
Channel surfing or, streaming surfing for a show or a movie to watch. Probably just settle on Chuck at the end of the day. So, anyways, have a good day, guys.
Should we send help over to this guy?
Yeah, buddy. We need some. Send the guy some mushrooms from Drug Costco.
All right. Well, that'll help him out.
I wonder if. I mean, I know if you're channel surfing, I think a lot of the counter programming, some channels just give up. Like they're not trying. But there might be some decent movies on. Now, I wonder if you are the type that just definitely doesn't care about the Super Bowl, is that a good time to get like a really good seat at a restaurant? Like
probably, yeah. If there's something that's totally unrelated to the football world,
make it a date night, and something that you wouldn't be able to get to.
Yeah, because everybody else is all tied up in something else. Here's another person that says they're doing something other than the Super Bowl. It's I'm not a hippie. Let's see.
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm in the camp of not watching the Super Bowl. I haven't watched an NFL game since Super Bowl 50.
Damn.
And my wife and I do not support the NFL anymore since the whole Kaepernick situation.
Oh, damn.
I'll be working on Sunday, not worrying about any of that. And when I get home, I will finish my show, The Night Agent. That's on Netflix. Which is a pretty good show. You guys should check it out.
Show.
So,
I was about to say, they came out with a new season?
Hippie out.
I'm not a hippie is the only guy that said, because of the Kaepernick stuff, I'm going to stop watching football, and actually lived up to that. He's like, all those guys, let's just revisit for a second. All those guys that said they were going to burn their Nikes they're still wearing Nikes.
Of course.
You know, a lot of them are still drinking Bud Light. You know who I'm talking about. You were still drinking the Bud Light even though the stuff was going on that you didn't like, right?
Imagine the amount of people that they were sipping the Bud Light as you said that and spit it out.
Damn it, man. And some of these people said they were going to do one thing and definitely did another, and he is still holding to it. So at least he's sticking to his word. Here's BT with the last dispatch for right now.
Hey, guys. I didn't even know it was Super Bowl time until I heard y'all talking about it.
Yeah, right,
I don't
dude.
particularly like sports. It just seems like another thing for everybody to argue and fight over, full of things I don't like, you know, absurdly wealthy young people. Anything that connects foot to balls can't be good.
Okay.
I think I'll listen to secret shows instead.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. And I wanted to weasel this in real quick, okay? Because Courtney sent me a link. It says, an undercover boss rewarded his waitress with a boob job. So at least one of them.
Oh, that was my Hooters joke. Damn it.
They actually did it. Another Jessica was fired for refusing to wear the bikini top required at all Bikini Babes establishments. And they said one of the people who worked there, Grace, wanted a pair of, quote, full C's. And the guy bought her a boob job, and the other person got fired. So quite a ride over there in the undercover boss world, one would say. What do you think? Let us know. Go over to the website, thenewsjunkie.com, and hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? According to new reports, I now know where all my Movie Pass money went, and it was charity, you guys. Psych.
The human fund.
Move over Super Bowl, Taylor Swift, and the border crisis. There's a new hot topic in town, and it's a banana. Plus, Lil Jon is turning down. For what, you ask? We will ICC that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio, at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast as we head into the rest of your Thursday. We're almost to Friday, and we're expecting a beautiful forecast for your Thursday. We'll see temperatures approach the mid-70s with a good amount of sunshine, but we can't rule out some clouds here and there. Most importantly, we're looking mainly dry. For your Friday, even warmer temperatures on the way with still more sunshine. That trend will continue throughout the weekend with highs approaching the 80s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
Pucker up, Central Florida. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. This month, I'm on a mission to help you fall in love with a new car. So if your old rides left you brokenhearted, kiss it goodbye and lower your monthly payment at the same time. Used cars from just $89 per month. New cars from just $189 per month. You deserve a ride that makes your heart skip a beat. So bring me your old ride and I'll get you way overpriced value for your clunker. Do other dealers leave you feeling lonely? We kiss up to the banks and lenders who want to say yes. That's what makes us your car dealer next door. Give it a try. Check out our brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. Fall in love with the award-winning 2024 Outlander with 0% for 60 months. Plus, check out our certified used cars. Monthly payments from just $89 per month. Trade-ins, kiss it goodbye. We'll pay over appraised value. So get here quick. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. See rchill.com for details. Offer absolutely ends February 29, 2024.
New South is Florida's factory direct window company. We manufacture, install, and guarantee your windows for life. One company, one call. Our windows blend energy performance with hurricane protection. New South Window, home of your ultimate Florida window.
Buy more, save more. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
This is Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm of Kaufman Lind in the Under Oath podcast. You listen to a lot of attorney commercials, normally concerning the qualifications of that firm, that they will fight for you, that they don't get paid unless you get paid. Instead of doing a commercial, I'm just going to give you some free advice. If you get into a car accident, make sure you receive medical treatment from a doctor within 14 days. If not, the insurance companies can hold you responsible for the first $10,000 of your medical treatment. It's not if, but when you get into an accident. I'm attorney Jeff Kaufman. Contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546.
Hey, Joe Montana here. Back in my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia, a bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older, or 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like diabetes or asthma, you're at increased risk. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Hello, this is Susie Essman and Jeff Garland.
I'm here.
And we are the hosts of the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm podcast. And we're going to be
has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare information guide absolutely free. Call 800-919-3200. That's 800-919-3200. 800-919-3200.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Send us a dispatch and join the ranks of the great 5%ers.
Things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. And hey, thank you for hanging out with us today. We do appreciate you. If you miss any of the show, well, we want you to catch up with what we got going on over here. So you can do that with the podcast. It's free. It's ready for you at thenewsjunkie.com. But truly, thanks for spending time with us each and every day that you tune into the show. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about? Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day. Hold up.
Hold up is right, because if you're not using that mortgage guy Don from thatmortgageguydon.com, then yeah, you're doing the wrong thing. He's going to help you refinance, buy your first dream home, debt consolidation. He's part of the Real Radio family, and he's here to help you. Get the process started today by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Very exciting day on this day in history. It was 30 years ago, 1994, this guy right here.
Oh.
It rhymes with tack.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicklaus.
Jack Nicholson is right.
I said the golfer. Whoops.
Jack Nicholson, on this day in 1994, he attacked a guy's windshield with a golf club. So, full circle, Sean, I'll give you a point for it.
Okay.
So it was a golf club that was used in a fit of rage after the other guy cut him off in Hollywood traffic.
What a courtesy point.
Jack eventually reached an undisclosed settlement to avoid a criminal lawsuit. So, must be nice.
Damn.
And on this day, 19 years ago, one of the guys from this band right here,
Korn.
he avoided going to hell, and that was the guitarist Brian Head Welch.
Mm-hmm.
After quitting the band on this day 19 years ago and rededicated his life to the one, the only, Jesus Christ.
That was unexpected.
Does he still, part of Jesus gang or whatever?
I don't know, but I was not, when that news came out, I was like, I didn't expect anybody from Korn to take a turn for religion.
Now, Korn didn't really go the Satan route, though, like a lot of heavy metal bands would, right?
No, they were just like a heavy rock band that was kind of a little scary.
Yow! Well, no.
That's my Korn right there.
I am asking you to please pull that. I know it's of you, but people will love to hear that again. I'm begging
It
you.
was stepped on.
No, I think it was crystal clear.
That's you guys can go back and find it.
Oh, wow. Okay. I got it. I have to not do that right now because we have a new poll out, and it's about the big game. There's your segue. And according to a new poll, we now have the ranked last 8 years of Super Bowl halftime performers. That's what they should be asking at the press conferences, not about Taylor Swift security. The largest percentage of people, 31%, claim that they, much like the recent dispatcher, have not watched any of them, any of the Super Bowls, any of the halftime shows. We also had, 14% of the vote for this number one spot. So it seems like the majority with not surety.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who the number one is?
The greatest of all time?
The last 8 years, according to this
years.
poll.
Is Prince outside of that window?
Prince,
I think
I'm not
he
seeing
is.
Prince here,
Who
man.
goes 8 years?
This poll?
8
I don't know what to tell
years. That's not even Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson, is it?
It was not, but Justin Timberlake and the Tennessee Kids were there. They got 2% of the vote.
Awesome.
Maroon 5, Travis Scott, Big Boy, 3% in 2019. The Weeknd. Eminem is number one. Yeah. Him, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige, and that was in 2022, 14% of the vote. After that was Rihanna, and I would say if I was given that poll, I would absolutely vote the same way. With the exception of Beyonce, I think she would be at least number 2 for me. But Rihanna's was great.
Well, then you should have voted for Coldplay.
Coldplay was on there, too. The same year as Bruno Mars and Beyonce.
I know. Beyonce was their special guest.
So there you have it. Let's see where Usher ranks next year. And in the meantime...
we were talking about not having the guest, I think. Was that yesterday?
Lil Jon, I believe, is going to be the rumored one.
Really?
Well, Lil Jon would make sense, or Ludacris, but we were talking about if somebody had none. Lady Gaga didn't have any guests.
She just did her
straight up
thing.
Gaga.
Yeah, but remember she also flew from the top of the stadium? Which became such a great meme and reaction gift to use, where she just launched herself and then continued to sing.
Katy Perry, I think, also flew and became a meme because
the shark. Remember, the shark was a big meme.
The left shark was a meme, but also I think Katy Perry was the one that flew, and NBC was broadcasting the game, and it looked like she was the embodiment of the More You Know commercial.
Oh, okay.
Like she flew with a star. Fun.
Why fly when you can drive, C-Lane? And this has something to do with the Super Bowl. That's why I'm playing this right now. And DoorDash, they want to give you everything.
All right,
I didn't get to this yesterday, unfortunately, but DoorDash is coming up with a fun little giveaway. One lucky winner gets everything being advertised during the Super Bowl this weekend.
What?
Come on down. That includes...
No way. That's got to be cars and stuff.
It is.
3 cars, dude. 3.
What?
You get a BMW i5 M60 electric vehicle, a Kia EV9 SUV, And as of yet to be announced, Volkswagen, a Clydesdale horse saddle.
Okay, look at the saddle on that
You're a real
one.
son of a bitch if they gave you the horse.
Right?
Here you
1,000, not one, not two, 1,000 Popeyes wings.
That's good.
80 drumstick ice cream cones, a 30-pound bucket of mayonnaise. Now we're talking.
What brand?
Unfortunately, I don't have it here.
Damn it.
But I imagine Duke's, maybe?
Duke's ain't shelling out for a Super Bowl commercial. I don't think so.
288 packages of peanut butter M&Ms, 60 bottles of Mountain Dew Baja Blast, a FanDuel Kick of Destiny helmet, and to win, you just got to crack the code in the actual DoorDash ad and then enter it on their website. Again, one person wins all of that.
Oh my God, it's Hellman's mayonnaise.
Hellman's, got it.
I see the title of it, and I feel like I know what direction they're going in. It's I
What
don't know.
direction is that?
It says Mayo Cat is the name of the ad. Is that a Doja Cat thing or I don't know? Hang on, let me bring
I would
this
be
up.
spokesperson for mayonnaise any day.
Would you?
I
Oh
love
man.
mayonnaise. Born and raised.
Scallions, cheese.
Oh no, it's what's her name?
Oh, Jane Lynch.
Mayo.
No, just kidding.
Hellman's.
Kate McKinnon, same hair.
Yeah.
And then she says, and boom, Hellman saves
Oh,
the
Mayo.
Oh, I get it.
That's fun.
Quick, everybody send that to Aaron right now.
Mayo.
C-Lane. These are
No,
two
don't take
clips.
that. You
Yes,
can't-
absolutely.
You can't take that if you don't take the corn thing.
If you guys even care about giving the people some funny moments, I ask you
No.
that you pull both clips.
No mayo without corn. I'm going to put that on a sign and start striking. Mayo. Oh, come on.
We have a mystery on our hands, all revolving around this band.
Oh, AC/DC.
Oh, AC/DC is right.
Mayo.
Please send it to me. God damn it. AC/DC launched a mysterious countdown timer.
Oh.
And what does it mean? You're all gonna die. I know that's from Guns N' Roses, but
Good thing you got ahead of that.
it was in my head. So you're not gonna die. You just have no idea what's gonna happen. February 12th. How convenient. 3 a.m. They say, at least for us Eastern time folk. You have to guess what this is all about. It says, "Are you ready?" as the teaser.
Yeah.
And then it asks AC/DC's 91 single, "Are you ready?" It plays. And then they have no other information. I don't know if you want to pull it up and show the streamers. Based
Is
on
that
the
the
rumors,
same day of the Super Bowl?
day after.
Day after the Super Bowl, 3 a.m.
But yeah, I guess night of if you're still partying.
Yeah,
Based on the rumors on Reddit, that Countdown's termination will reveal a major tour announcement.
Oh.
And let me guess, the final tour. Because
Probably.
they're all old AF.
Our
So-
final highway to hell or whatever.
So I guess they've only played live once in the last 7+ years. Did you know that?
Damn.
Fun fact for you. It was October 2023's Power Trip Festival. Yeah, I'll play Mayo. That's where I would play it. Mayo.
Mayo.
There we go. And I guess before that was Rock or Bust World Tour. So hopefully it doesn't bust. Mayo.
Mayo.
And finally, what's been having everyone on the edge of their seats, but we can finally get to it. There is a viral trend going on right now, a
Okay.
big debate. It might be the next Laurel Yanni blue dress, gold dress, crinkle cut fries, or steak, or perhaps Israel versus Palestine.
Uh-oh.
It'd be that intense, and it's all about a banana. Wait for it. Banana. You have to, I didn't send it to you yet, but I will send it to you right now. There is someone who had a banana. It started to ripen, and now the figure of some sort of celebrity has formed on top of it.
All right, give me a moment here. Don't go to my laptop just yet.
Oh, do you have the porn up?
Speaking of bananas, we finally watched the first episode of this season's Bachelor.
Okay.
And
Can't wait to see how that ties in with banana.
heavy cringe on the girl who gets out of the limo and she has like a plate with a cloche on it and she reveals different sizes of bananas.
Oh, see, I skipped that part.
asked which one that the dude, like, you know.
That's stupid. Does she have
which one-
anything to do with bananas? Like, is she a banana farmer?
No, she just wanted to know the size of his penis.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
All right, I've got the photo up here. And it says, if you can see an orca whale, you're left-brained. I'll put this up on See It Now. If you can see an alien, you're right-brained. I don't see either one of those. I see something different.
Bob Marley.
Yeah.
I see Bob Marley.
Well, and people are also seeing Rob Zombie, which I could see. Some people are seeing the Pantera brothers, Vinnie Paul and Dimebag Darrell. Some people are seeing Seven Dust, LeJean Witherspoon, Marilyn Manson, Willie Nelson is also
to me,
up for grabs.
It looks exactly like Bob Marley at quick glance.
Yeah.
Like it would be on a shirt, and it would be Bob Marley.
Well, it's tearing the internet apart.
I'm seeing Banana Bread coming soon. I mean,
Same here. I mean, that can only last so long, right? Or you freeze it and then it stays there.
Yeah.
Who knows? But good luck sleeping tonight, everybody. And just to pay it off, the ex-MoviePass exec who stole all of my money back in the day, it turns out that he was embezzling all of the money.
Ooh.
To pay what? A Coachella debt. He wanted to put on a performance for Coachella. He took my money. I got to see 3 movies.
He wanted to put on a performance?
Oh, he did. And then I guess...
So he's paying Coachella to play at Coachella?
Paid it, and then apparently stole all that money from MoviePass. But they're back because Jack Bradshaw still has a subscription. On the boob tube, we have gang. CMT remembers Toby Keith on, you guessed it, CMT, the 13th annual NFL Honors. You can catch the second season premiere of Halo on Paramount Plus, series premiere of Couple to Thruple on Peacock. This might be a new fun one to watch, and Mariska Hargitay will be on Fallon. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. Buy tickets to Just Okay by going to realradio.fm/JustOK and say it with me, banana.
Smoke weed every day.
Mayo. Thank you, Sabrina. Don't send her that. I
can grab it myself, but it'd be much easier if you could just send it. Thank you.
Go get those tickets now. The general admission tickets are all that is left, and it doesn't matter. It's going to be a great time for general admission. Everybody's going to be right there by the stage partying with us for Just Okay 8, which, don't forget, is on Saturday, March 16th at Plaza. Plaza Live is where this is being held. And you can come from all over the place to that sounds weird.
Yeah,
you can arrive here
Bring
for
your
the
ponchos.
event. No matter where you're listening
That
to
didn't
us.
sound weird. You're really overthinking it.
I just heard it differently in my head. So what is Just Okay? It is a big, big show, a concert, a sideshow, a party, an event. It's a St. Patrick's Day experience with the News Junkie crew and a night you will never forget. We're fully sold out on VIP. Even the additional ones we opened up, those are done. I don't want to hear about it anymore. You'll be able to see the Young Tapes. You'll be able to see the Shabooms. They are both absolutely amazing acts. You'll see C-Lane and I, the great duo that has never performed before together,
right.
But will be soon.
Mayo and the Parrot.
We may lock in on a name soon. Who knows? We're not sure what the name of the band is going to be. Ass Parrot is in the running, I guess. And Sabrina's band, Sabby's Little Helpers / I don't know. They may be changing their name as well.
Laser
Stunts,
Pussy.
surprise guests, celebrities, DJ Digital, all these things, and so much more going on. With general admission, what you're going to get is not only the great event, but you get your hands on the test show. Because we're going to have an activation inside the venue for Just Okay, where you walk over with your phone, you scan a QR code in this one spot, and you get the test show. Did you listen to any of it?
I have not. I was able to download it finally, but then you also get the old ass picture I found of us, which is not for the internet at all.
Look for that. Look for the old unreleased promo photo of Sabrina and I. And then when you scan this, it's going to bring up right on your phone. You can download it and all that stuff. The test show, which was us doing a show together, Sabrina and I, before there ever was a regular show that was done. It was like a chemistry test for the two of us for the radio show. And we were hammered as hell, and it is a
Good
catastrophe.
chemistry, if you ask me.
I guess so. It was something, man. So you'll be able to get that for free if you are attending Just Okay 8 as part of your admission. Going to be a blast. Go get those general admission tickets while you can. realradio.fm/justokay. When we come back, there is something that I had just heard of that's part of a Royal Caribbean cruise, and I cannot believe this is a thing. All right? I am genuinely blown away that this is a thing. We're going to talk about that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Some call it the big game. We Call it the Super Bowl. Real Radio is joining FM 96.9 The Game for Westwood One's coverage of Super Bowl 58. Coverage starts at 5 p.m. this Sunday on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Checking on I-4, there's a bit of delays eastbound before US 27 and approaching the bend. Authorities are clearing up that accident on the off-ramp from I-4 westbound to US 1792. Travel with caution through there. All lanes are still blocked on Goldenrod Road before Colonial Drive heading northbound. No major problems on State Road 429. Traffic is up to speed on the Greenway. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half. Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals use proprietary AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hey, Joe Montana here. Back in my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia, a bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older, or 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like diabetes or asthma, you're at increased risk. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer. Moms, we all wish there were 2 more of us just to get through the day, preparing lunches, snacks, dinners. We've all got a lot on our plates. That's where Fresh from Florida comes in. They have hundreds of recipes that make mealtime quick, easy, and healthy. And shopping for locally grown produce is a snap. Just look for the Fresh from Florida logo. When it's almost dinner time and you have to be 3 places at once, go to the one place that counts. FreshFromFlorida.com. There's sunshine in every bite.
The Arnold Palmer Invitational, presented by MasterCard, returns March 7th through the 10th. Follow your favorite PGA Tour pros as they go for glory. Score a high five at the White Claw Fan Deck. Get groovy at Throwback Thursday, presented by Corksicle. Or embrace your inner foodie at Wine and Dine on 9, presented by Kendall Jackson. For a premium experience, try Orange Grove, complete with all-inclusive food and bar service, including access to the storied Bay Hill Clubhouse. Visit ArnoldPalmerInvitational.com.
Hey homeowners, Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious, your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at SolarSource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
Life is too short to let allergy and sinus issues hold you back. At Aspire Allergy and Sinus, we understand the impact these challenges can have on your life. Imagine a life free from constant sneezing, itchy eyes, and sinus headaches. Our expert team provides comprehensive allergy testing and personalized treatment plans, ensuring your specific needs are addressed. Simple relief, better life. At Aspire Allergy and Sinus. Visit AspireAllergy.com to schedule an appointment. AspireAllergy.com and tackle your allergies head on.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
It seems like everywhere you look right now, someone is sick. This year, prepare your family for airborne invaders like bacteria, pollen, and yes, germs with Navage Nasal Care. Navage flushes ultra-pure, refreshing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. Navage sucks out viruses, dust, and other airborne particles, all the stuff that gets trapped in your nose, making you miserable. Don't get caught empty-handed this winter. Get Navage, the drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Even better, Navage is HSA, FSA eligible, so Navage is a great way to spend those funds before they expire. Don't wait a minute longer. Buy Navage today and you'll breathe easier knowing you're putting your funds to good use. Navage is available online at Navage.com or Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
This year, Dell Technologies wants to help you do amazing things with their best tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs, like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology to match your forward-thinking spirit and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
Leap into savings at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. This month only. Shop new Rogue with an ultra-affordable price of $19,999. Shop our biggest used car inventory with so many under 20 grand. And payments from $99 a month. Rush to Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, Orlando.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nation keyword on our website, PAY, P-A-Y, PAY. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
If you're not confused, you are not paying attention. This
But it absolutely is. You cruise folks. You know, there's a particular breed of people that are on these cruises. They love the travel on the big boats. They love the cruises. They love the like all-inclusive vacation style stuff. And we were looking at some of this stuff the other day, and Courtney's like, let me see how much room on this new Royal Caribbean Icon of the Seas is. And she goes, oh, I found an awesome one, Sean. This room, if we stay in this room, it has a slide in the room. And I said, oh, okay.
A slide inside of the room?
A slide inside the room. And I said, I don't know why that's an important thing, but okay. And then she says, for the 7-day cruise, it's only $3,500 a piece, Sean. It's
But
not
you get
that
to
bad.
slide one to 5 times.
You get to slide whilst aboard a giant ship at sea. And I said, you spit that out as if $3,500 a piece is not that much money. And we were talking about these
How many Vision
cruise
Pros
ships.
can you get with that ceiling?
2.
Yeah, it could. And when you look at what they have on this new ship that Royal Caribbean launched, Icon of the Seas, it's pretty stunning. But there was one thing that stood out to me. And I said, that can't be real, right? But I swear to God it is. And they have a Mommy and Me bar.
What do you
And
mean?
this is a bar that is designed for a mother to bring her kid to the bar. and they serve up alcoholic beverages for mommy and then a mocktail version for the kids.
Oh, you better make sure you're not
cute.
switching that up.
And I thought, this is a bad idea.
Why?
Because mom's going to get
not
tanked.
driving home.
Mom's going to get tanked on the boat with this little kid. And the little kid's going to be swilling things. And Celia's right. Like, there's a potential you get a little swap up going on here.
Very true, but let's not pretend that mommy isn't getting tanked on the cruise regardless.
She could be. Some of them probably are. It just seems weird that they are going to do this in a bar named Mommy and Me Together.
What's the, I mean, is there some sort of advantage or like desire for the kid to be sitting at the bar?
I guess it's so the moms can still party, you know?
I mean, this
think it's a
was
cute
my
idea.
childhood. It was Daddy and Me, but I still sat at bars all the damn time. The Daddy and Me bar was this: Dad drinks beer, I play dollar after dollar after dollar after dollars and dollars and dollars of Mega Touch.
Yep.
And
fair deal, right?
Yeah.
You know? I think it's fair enough. There's a bunch of people saying something about
mocktails.
This. Abraham Dragon Friend on Twitch says, I'd rather drop the kids off at the kids zone. That's usually what happens. The parents go, all right, there's a whole place for kids, no matter what their age is. Like if they're toddlers, there's a place for them to go. If they're a little bit older, there's a place for them to go. Tweens, teens, there's all these different places for them to go depending on what age they are. And they can be, if you will, babysat by the ship during the time the parents are on board. But this is different. This is mommy goes to drink and me, the child, goes along with mommy and gets the same kind of drinks, but not alcoholic versions.
A picture or video of this?
No, I haven't seen anything yet that's a picture or video.
There's got to be, because they added this a while ago.
Yeah, they did add this a while ago, but the ship just launched. So, like, this is the first, I think, cruise that just wrapped up for Icon of the Seas. And it's massive. And this was one of the many things available on board. And when I see this, I just go, I don't know. This seems like a pretty out there idea for me. Would you do it if it was Daddy and Me? Would you take Jackson to the bar? You get real life drinks, and Jackson gets, little fake ones when he's a little bit older here.
I mean, I wouldn't even say fake drinks. Like, let him have, I don't know, a lemonade or a soda.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he doesn't.
You think
need
it's
to
weird
have...
that you're trying to like match the drink with the kids version? Because
yeah,
it's like alcoholic training wheels. It's a little odd.
So it says, like on the Oasis class ships will be built around a neighborhood structure. So I guess there's different areas of the ship that are supposed to be themed in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And they have Surfside, a neighborhood made for young families from end to end, where adults and kids ages 6 and under will want to stay and play all day. Grown-ups can soak up the endless views as they keep an eye on the kids. There's places for kids to swim, blah, blah, blah. The bar in Surfside is called the Lemon Post Bar, which is like, I guess, like a lemonade theme kind of. I don't know.
All
but
right.
It says the Mommy and Me concept, where children can enjoy an alcohol-free version of the adult drinks, which is not really kind of too crazy off from if you're a kid and you wanted like a virgin strawberry daiquiri or virgin pina colada.
Yeah, but it really feels like an equivalent would be, well, Daddy's going to go smoke, and we have like a candy cigarette for the kids to go smoke next to
They used to
Daddy.
have that, man.
I know, but it just seems weird. Is this over the line? Let us know what you think. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and Citizen Dispatch. Parents in particular, I want to hear, like, would you do this? You go, oh, this is fun. Bootsy Moonshine says, sex on the beach turns into cuddle on the beach. That's what they're going to do. They're going to have adult versions and little kid versions, and you sit down at the bar, and you're sitting there drinking real people drinks, and right next to you is your little kid drinking fake big people drinks. And that is that's a decision. We'll see what you think with those dispatches in just a moment.
Somebody on the Royal Caribbean subreddit posted, and they have like no upvotes. Stop wasting space on the rising tide bar with your sub-21-year-old children. Stop being a selfish parent.
This is not surprising to me at all. There is a battle on cruise ships over the single type people.
That's why the Virgin cruise ship is so genius, because they just don't let the kids on.
I'm telling you, I vouch for it all day. And that's a big chunk up front, but it is absolutely worth it. You don't have a bill to sign afterwards, really.
And vice versa. The Disney cruises are for families. The people who want to party more, it's not targeted at them necessarily. So you got both sides where they offer this stuff up, but I've never heard a mix like this.
I'm going to ask a question that I 100% know I've asked on the show before and just don't remember the answer. Is there a casino on the Disney cruise?
I don't know. Probably not, would be my guess, because they're straying away from that. But maybe they are getting mixed up in that. I would think no. Okay,
yeah, plenty of activities geared towards adults, though.
Right. Oh, speaking of Disney, Disney had a big hearing or speaking thing, or I don't know what it was, some event where Disney was talking about the future of their company. And Bob Iger is out there, and he's talking about what's coming up for Disney. And he says, hey, surprise, we're doing Moana 2. And by the way, Moana 2 is dropping in November of this year.
Whoa.
So people go, what? Okay, we had no idea this was in the pipeline. And now you're dropping Moana 2 out of nowhere in November of this year. These movies generally take a very long time to do. This could be a real dud. This could be a real dud. And I'm going to tell you why, and you guys can, agree or disagree. But this could be a dud because Moana 1, fantastic. It's a great movie. Even I, as an adult, think it's fun. The songs are fun. There's so many great voice characters in it. It's a good movie. And anybody, any age, could watch that and go, damn, that's Disney hitting a home run right there. But Moana 2 is going to be pieced together from a Moana TV show that they were working on.
Oh,
and they scrapped the plans for the TV series.
Does that bite them in the ass with Marvel?
I think that they've done this before because Disney used to have, I don't know if they have this anymore. They used to have two pipelines. One, big movies that are going into theaters. Two, it would be straight to DVD. So they'd make like an Aladdin Summer Escape, and it would be a crappy version of Aladdin that was straight to DVD that they were creating. And then they had the very fancy stuff that would go into the theaters. And there was a difference, a notable difference in the quality. And they said this came out of nowhere, and the film's going to hit theaters November 27th. And they're going to, they believe, be taking what was supposed to be a TV series and refitting it as a film. And who the hell knows what's going to happen for this? But that could go south if it's not up to the level of quality that Disney is expected of. And Disney's already had a bunch of flops in the last year or so. They've had a bunch of movies that just absolutely were disasters at the box office. And Centerfield on Twitch saying, Disney also bought $1.5 billion as a stake in Fortnite's developer. That is true as well. That's their biggest investment in gaming ever. So they're getting in on that. And they're going to have Taylor Swift's concert on Disney+. They announced all of those things. So there goes. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. I'm a PC wants to talk about that Mommy and Me bar.
So if the bar is in international waters, if they mix up and give the kid an alcoholic beverages, did they really break any laws?
I don't know. Are you still bound by the laws of the country that you are attached to as a ship?
Like your ship's registry?
Yeah,
I believe so.
I think if you are, then you still, you can't be serving little kids alcohol on your ship. I don't know that that's going to be something you can get away with anywhere. Here's Tiny Hands Jones talking to us.
So, Sean, I have this pet peeve, and you've kind of contributed to my mental instability a little bit over the past couple of shows.
What I do?
More, but just the last couple of times I could tell. It's your use of pronouns.
Mm-hmm.
So, there is a difference between a subject pronoun and an object pronoun.
Please tell me how to talk.
Pronoun being I, object being me. And you keep saying C-Lane, for example, C-Lane and I for almost everything, or Sabrina and I. And that's just not the case. It's not, you don't do it for everything. You don't need to. And so many people do, and you as well.
Oh my God, get to it.
If you're performing the action, such as...
I don't care, all right? I've lost interest. I have to speak to people in a way that makes sense to the ears that we're talking into, friend.
And it's as we're doing it.
Yeah, we
as
say a lot
Sean
of things.
and I and C-Lane and me are doing it.
One of those was screwed up. He'll be mad about that.
I think, understand. To dumb it down, you're just supposed to use whatever you would use if you weren't including the other person. So if I said, having 6 cups of coffee a day is great for me, I would say great for Sean and me, not great for Sean and I, because I wouldn't say having 6 cups of coffee is great for I.
I'm going to say both. I'm going to mix them back and forth because I don't follow language rules.
Whoa, crazy guy.
I'm not a cuck to these language rules that you're tossing out there. I do what I beat my own path. Oh, I got to watch how I say that one. Maybe I'll get another dispatch from Tiny Hans Jones about that one. I talk fast and I say a lot of things, friends. Most of them are right. And some of them, well, they're going to be grammatically incorrect from time to time. So just take that.
Man, I think based on that that question from the other dispatcher about the drinking age, I think there is no actual drinking age in international waters.
So a baby can drink?
I mean, you don't really recommend something like that. But I think that if you were like, if they were just going willy-nilly and they were just serving 12-year-olds cocktails in the international waters.
That'd be awesome.
That's the rules of the ship, though. Like,
yeah, but I'm saying if the ship was doing that and then something happened, I think they could be like liable down the line, like civilly, but not criminally.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. They're not breaking an actual law, but they could be held in like a civil court or something.
Sue the operator of the ship.
Like I went on a cruise when I was 18, and there was no way that I could get a drink from the bar. But the moment we landed in the Bahamas, we went right over to Senor Frogs, and there I could drink for the first time legally, and was elated.
Because it was obviously not the United States, and they got different laws. That's awesome, actually. I don't know what that would have felt like to be 18 and be legally drinking. You're like, we found the biggest loophole.
I never went anywhere when I was like less than 21 that had that. You know, like when you go on the Bahamas cruise and you get to what's the token place you go to in Nassau?
Senor Frogs.
Senor Frogs.
Yeah. She just said it.
Oh yeah, and like okay, this is awesome, but never did that when I just told the bars that I was 21 and played at them.
You're very tall and had a beard. It helps.
I didn't have the beard.
Not then he didn't. No, he was just out there.
Oh my God!
Just
Speaking
naked
of
face.
Going through those old pictures yesterday, I found one of both of you like just looking and Fowler with no beards, just baby faces, and to think that was 10 years ago and how much we have aged since then.
I saw one where it was an older photo of me, and I was pretty fat. And
there's a couple of them.
Thank you.
Only a couple of them.
I'm a little upset that neither one of you, I would consider you friends, obviously. Neither one of you pulled me aside and said, like, Sean, you're getting a little fat here.
Never in a million years.
Well, you weren't that fat. I mean, like...
In some of those photos I'm looking at, I'm like,
right, but when you look comparatively, there's some with me as well where I'm like, look at that baby face. And then there's some pictures where it was at the end of college where I had no money, and like, that is the best I've ever looked. And now I can, I guess, afford rent. That means that I could look like a chunky, fat words that I can't use on the radio.
You weren't even chunky when we first started the show.
But look at the times when
look at the know what you're saying. Man. I know what you're saying, and I know the time you're referring to. But even then, you weren't really like that chunky or something. But in the photo that I saw of me, I was like, damn, what is that guy doing? Holy cow. Nobody around me had the balls to say.
No one would ever do that.
I want you to.
Insane.
When I get fat again, which I will, I want you to be like, Sean, what the hell, man? You're getting fat right now. It's happening in real time. I could tell.
Not it. That's all.
I would appreciate it. And tell me if I look ugly, too. All right? I don't mind. I'm giving you guys permission.
Hey, Sean?
Yeah? You have some news for me?
We have to go to break.
It's something you got to tell me right now? It's not coincidental that we're on this topic? Okay, we're going to take a quick break and
sit in silence.
When we come back, we're going to hear from you. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record on your first dispatch right now.
Not saying you're fat, just want to maybe lay off the...
Mayo! I hate this one. I don't know why.
No, it's because it sounds so like you. I mean, there's no pause in between. Like you're just screaming mayo.
It's kind of sing-songy, too. That's the thing that gets me.
There's my weekend plan.
Make a mayo song.
It's like an exciting weekend.
All right, quick break. When we come back, we'll get to a 911 call about a rifle-wielding man wandering around door to door in a neighborhood.
Say that 5 times fast.
That's a thing. And we got a jury duty story coming up before too long that you have got to hear. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a bit of delays due to an accident on Long Street, westbound at Orange Blossom Trail. The off-ramp is partially blocked still from I-4 westbound to US 1792. Travel with caution through there. All lanes are blocked on Goldenrod Road before Colonial Drive at Marietta Street heading northbound, and you can expect your regular delays eastbound on I-4 before the bend. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Warehouse of Kissimmee.
Save up to 70% at Mattress Warehouse today and sleep better tonight, knowing you got the best possible price. So where would you look to find the perfect mattress? In a little mattress store or Mattress Warehouse? Visit mattresswarehouse.com.
It seems like everywhere you look right now, someone is sick. This year, prepare your family for airborne invaders like bacteria, pollen, and yes, germs with Navage Nasal Care. Navage flushes ultra-pure, refreshing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. Navage sucks out viruses, dust, and other airborne particles, all the stuff that gets trapped in your nose, making you miserable. Don't get caught empty-handed this winter. Get Navage, the drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Even better, Navage is HSA, FSA eligible, so Navage is a great way to spend those funds before they expire. Don't wait a minute longer. Buy Navage today and you'll breathe easier knowing you're putting your funds to good use. Navage is available online at Navage.com or Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose.
Powered by Wesh 2. Local news. Breaking news this morning. Original series and specials. I can't wait to go check it out. Come with me. 24/7 TV made just for you.
How awesome is this?
Download the free Very Local app now.
Seminole Hard Rock Tampa is excited to bring you live craps, roulette, and sports betting. All under one roof, hotter than the Florida sun. Feel the luck of the dice, watch the roulette wheel spin, and scream for your touchdown as the big screen comes alive. Dine like a rock star, sip cocktails that shimmer, then dive into the heart of Las Vegas right here in Tampa Bay. Live craps, roulette, sports betting is here. Get in on the action now. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa, located off of I-4 near I-75. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Did you know February was American Heart Month? It is. Life Imaging in the FLA wants to remind you that early detection saves lives. The first symptom of heart disease is often sudden death. You know you have the power to detect this before you have any symptoms. Give them a call. Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and with a few minimum requirements, you have a value of $699 and you can get that heart scan. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. When you get there, talk to them about the cancer screening as well. Super important. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. Call pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. Get that heart screening. Ask them about the cancer screening. It's super important. Early detection saves lives thanks to Life Imaging FLA. Make sure you tell them Russ Rollins sent you.
Guarantee Media is giving away a 5-day Caribbean cruise with all meals and entertainment included for only $99. But you must tell me the name of a country without the letter A in its name. Text your answer to 96551 and you'll get a 5-day Caribbean cruise with all meals and entertainment included. If you're one of the first 50 to text the name of a country without the letter A in its name, we will include a second bonus destination to Orlando, Florida. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. And be one of the first 50 listeners to tell me a country without the letter A in its name and get a 5-day Caribbean cruise with all meals included, plus 4 days in Orlando for only $99. Tell me a country without the letter A in its name. Texting your answer to 96551. That's 96551. This is not a contest. It is paid advertising by Guarantee Media with the purpose of soliciting sales on vacation ownership and not affiliated with iHeartMedia. Some terms and conditions apply.
Hey everyone, it's Joe Montana.
Spreading the word about pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older like me, you're at increased risk. So, what's the game plan? A strong defense. Pneumococcal pneumonia can strike at any time in any season, so you shouldn't wait to help protect yourself. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination today and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
This year, Dell Technologies wants to help you do amazing things with their best tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology to match your forward-thinking spirit and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South offers volume discounts for homeowners. The more you buy, the more you save. Our discounts start at the fourth window, and from there, the savings grow. New South can do this because we own our factory, and that's the power of Factory Direct. Visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Hi, everyone. I'm Paul Anka.
And I'm Skip Bronson.
What happens when two old friends take their decades of experience in the business and sit down with our buddies?
You get Our Way, a brand new show from iHeart Podcast where we chop it up with our pals about everything under the sun.
Hear amazing guests like Jason Bateman, Michael Bublé, Mark Burnett, and many more as they sit down with Paul and Skip.
This is our podcast, and we're going to do it our way.
Listen to Our Way on the iHeart Radio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Pay. P-A-Y. Pay. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's
And it all unfolds on a 911 call I'm going to play for you in just a moment for a couple of reasons. One, it's interesting to see how people actually react when this kind of danger is presented to them. And two, it's always interesting to listen to the back and forth between the person calling 911 and the 911 dispatcher. And it's very, very common.
Ma'am, just tell me where the problem is.
Bingo. The people calling get frustrated.
What's the address? What's the address?
They think, what are you doing? I just want you to immediately get somebody here to get me help because I feel like my life is in danger. Now, let me paint a picture here before I hit play on this 911 call and we start judging a little bit as far as how we think the interaction goes. Here's what's happening. This was because a man was wandering house to house, door to door in a neighborhood, and the guy had a rifle. And so the guy just keeps going from one house to the other with a rifle, and he's like knocking on the doors and stuff. Obviously, that would freak you out. It was about 5:34 p.m. A couple of people called 911 on this, and there's a 65-year-old man with a rifle. His name's Eric Seckington. Officers had interacted with this guy many, many times. He had erratic behavior in his past. He'd been an ongoing problem in the neighborhood. They ended up shooting and killing the guy when they arrived on the scene because he moved his rifle toward them in a way the cops didn't like. So, bam, he's gone. But here's the older lady calling 911 to say, hey, can you help out? There's a random crazy dude wandering around the neighborhood door to door with a rifle. Here she goes.
911, do you need police, fire, or medical? Police, please. For what address?
They got to bleep out the address, obviously, here, so we don't end up going to this woman's house who's already traumatized.
What's going on there?
We have a neighbor who's walking up and down from...
They're getting rid of the address again. Oh, no, that is actually just it stopped playing.
Oh, okay.
Give me a second here to get this back up and running.
That's a very long address.
And the address is not being bleeped out anymore. Now it's just completely muted because my connection has dropped. But I'll get that back going.
Way to go,
one
SoundCloud.
Yeah, it's SoundCloud is screwing me over, or it's me. Who the hell knows anymore? But you could hear at the beginning everything sounded fine, right? It
Or
didn't sound
that
very
2012 laptop you're rocking there.
Hey, I have to keep this one for now. There's problems that I'm dealing with.
I'm with you, Sean. Don't worry.
We don't have a choice. We're stuck. Here we go. All right, I got this.
911, do you need police, fire, or medical?
We have a neighbor who's walking up and down from house to house with a rifle, and now he's just knocking on our front door.
He's walking.
He has a rifle. He's walking from house to house with a rifle.
I'd be freaking out.
He's
So it's your neighbor?
One at a time.
He's across the street neighbor. You guys have been here many times to his house.
I need a description. I do have a call, and I need a description of him. Is he white, black, or Hispanic?
Pardon me?
Is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He's white.
How old would you say?
Over 50.
So like 50 to 60s?
Yes.
You could tell she's already like, oh, what are these questions? Send out the cops. Come get the guy. He's got a rifle out here. I'm scared.
This is something we could verify rather quickly. As she's saying this, and the dispatcher is asking these questions, like, someone's already been sent out, right? And the details are being fed to them, or she can't, like, press send?
Both.
Until all of that.
The interesting thing is, you're right, there is somebody on the way. And she said that, but she said, I already put in a call. As a layperson, you might not know what that means. When she says, I already put in a call, in dispatcher speak, she means that the cops are already on their way. Any further questions I ask you are not going to slow down the police response. But you might want to say that. What I just said would probably be better at putting these people at ease instead of, we already put in a call. I don't know what put in a call means. I don't speak that language, you know? I don't speak dispatcher speak. But she's already done everything right. It's just there's a communication problem here.
And what color shirt and pants is he wearing right now?
Is he still out there?
Talking to her husband.
Well, he's gone back across the street.
Does he live directly across the street?
He lives directly a catty corner across the street from us. Stop.
Her husband's trying to go out there.
Anything to you guys?
The husband's like, I'll go handle this. You know, he's trying to let me off the leash. I'll go out there and I'll take care of this. And you say, hey, buddy, let's leave this one to the cops. This guy's got a rifle.
Good move.
We don't want you wandering the neighborhood trying to get him yourself.
No, well, he came to the front door, and my husband told him to go away. What did he say?
Go away?
I'm telling you, this guy has mental issues. So, when he's walking from house to house with a rifle in his hand.
I can understand both of these two, okay? The dispatcher is going through this. The dispatcher is like, ma'am, I already got the call in. The police are on the way. They're going to be there to help you soon. She's just trying to extract a little more information so when the officers arrive, they can know exactly who to deal with. And the woman who's calling 911 is like, the person you're going to deal with is the person that has the rifle.
Yeah.
You'll notice that they are carrying a rifle, and that should be the best descriptor I could possibly give you about them. And so they're not like necessarily perfectly communicating with each other, and they both have their own issues going on.
But with that, like, is there a way to avoid this frustration? Like, I can, like you said, see from both ends of it, but how do we move on to the next level? You know, where it's like, do we need, if she said over 50, do we need to have an exact age after that?
I don't think you need that
so
much.
She was trying to get a confirmation between 50 and 60s? Yes. All right. Next question.
That's what she's done. But she doesn't know that the cops are on the way, the woman who's calling. She thinks that they have to give all the information and then the cops come out. So that's why I think she's worried about it.
I completely understand that, and I have a call in. They're en route. This isn't slowing anybody down. Are you able to tell me what color shirt and pants he's wearing?
No, I can't. I don't have eyes on him right now, so I can't tell you what color shirt and pants he's wearing.
She sounds frustrated.
Okay. Well, has he shot the gun at all? Or pointed at anybody?
He has not. No. Well, he hasn't encountered anybody.
Right. Everybody's not opening their doors because there's a man with a rifle outside. When the cops pulled up, they found the man with the rifle, and for a while they were kind of surrounding him, and then he ignored a bunch of orders from the police, and he put his rifle up on a fence, and at that point, bam, one of the deputies shot and killed this man.
Damn, man.
But the 911
For putting
calls,
the rifle on the fence.
That's what they said. They're like, he put the rifle on the fence, and they thought he was
like he leaned it on the fence to aim?
it didn't look like it in the photo that I saw, but that wasn't the exact moment he got shot either. So it could have been that they thought there was a reason to think he was about to pull the trigger. That'll all come out in the wash, or it should. Sometimes it doesn't necessarily. What do you think? Did the dispatcher do a good job there? Let me know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, we'll get to that. Plus, we got jury duty and a legal case that I want to bring by Sealand. I think he's got a vested interest in the outcome of this particular legal case. We'll see what you think about this, all right?
There's a lot of interest.
This is one that really does have an impact on your life. Perhaps.
On my portfolio?
It could. We'll see what happens. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes we might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
This is former Notre Dame quarterback Brady Quinn. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Racetrack and Pepsi.
The Magic will host first overall pick Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs tonight. Orlando had their 3-game winning streak snapped by Miami Tuesday. Rays manager Kevin Cash and GM Eric Neander are being rewarded for their success with contract extensions through at least 2028. And Super Bowl 58 is just 3 days away now. 49ers and Chiefs will battle in Vegas, and DraftKings line favors the Niners by 2. I'm Scott Davidson.
Pepsi has partnered with Racetrack so you can enjoy the big game on Sunday in the best way. This Friday to Sunday only, buy an extra large whole pizza at regular price and get a free 2-liter Pepsi when you use the Racetrack Rewards app. Available at participating Racetrack locations.
Hello, this is Susie Essman and Jeff Garland.
I'm here.
And we are the hosts of the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm podcast. And we're going to be rewatching and talking about every
Food and authentic wood-fired barbecue flavor you can't get anywhere else. Well-fed friends are happy friends. And football, well, it's just more fun with a burger in hand. Elevate your backyard game day grilling with Kingsford Original Charcoal, America's grilling expert. Kingsford.com.
This year, Dell Technologies wants to help you do amazing things with their best tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology to match your forward-thinking spirit and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Are you all worked up and working too much? You know what y'all need? Y'all need to chill out. Y'all need to have fun. Y'all need some adventure. Why, y'all need Gatorland. How do we know? Ain't no one got more animals, more gators, or more fun than Gatorland. And now, Florida residents get what they need for less. With $17.50 admission now through the end of February. We know what y'all need. Y'all need Gatorland.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
Elevate the look of your home, all while saving money on your utility bills with new windows from Renewal by Andersen. All their windows are custom made, so let's say you want some chic black frames on your windows. But they're not HOA approved. That's not a problem with Renewal by Andersen because every single window is custom built. So that means the outside of your home can be HOA approved and inside can be approved by you, meeting your decor and design needs for your home. And if you have an historic home, Renewal by Andersen can accommodate you too and are able to match your color and style. Nothing is off the shelf because, again, every single window is custom built. Renewal by Andersen has a great offer to help you get started. Now through the month of February, buy 4 windows and or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. Some restrictions apply. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Go to rbafla.com for complete details. License number CGC 1527613.
Scott for Scott's here. Your lawn is meant for all things bonus. Bonus relaxing, bonus playing, bonus beauty. But when dollar weed and clover are popping up everywhere, it's time to start cutting them back with Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S. It kills dollar weed and clover and feeds your grass so it grows thick and strong to crowd out future weeds. Now that's worth some bonus points, eh?
Get a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S today. It's guaranteed or your money back.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
Get ready for the big game with a free iHeartRadio app, the official partner of the NFL Podcast Network, featuring the biggest names in the game like Ross Tucker and his daily NFL podcast, NFL Now, and many more. Search NFL and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Dive into hibernation mode with a huge deal on deeper sleep during Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Shop now and save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and receive a $300 instant gift for pillows and more. Plus, get free and fast delivery to your door. Restrictions apply.
Get ready for our 2024 iHeart Podcast Awards, presented by The Hartford, live at South by Southwest. March 11th, we'll honor the very best in podcasting from the past year, and you'll help decide who wins Podcast of the Year. Vote now at iHeartPodcast.awards.com. The Hartford Small Business Insurance is the presenting partner of the 2024 iHeart Podcast Awards live at South by Southwest. To learn more or start a quote, visit thehartford.com/smallbusiness. With insurance designed for your small business, the Bucks got your back.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real radio. Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
And we'll also, did you get to this story in the next episode about Lil Jon and what his plans were?
I unfortunately did not, but boy, do I have the audio ready for it.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yes. I came up with something, obviously, considering the news.
Lil Jon was in the news today with a headline that I thought was pretty great, and it's an actual thing that he's working on. He's known for being a little loud, for screaming, for partying, for turning down for what and all that good stuff. And the headline is Lil Jon to Turn It Down, release guided meditation album. And
all right,
he's legitimately doing this. And you know what I think of when I think this? I think about the Dave Chappelle bits with Lil Jon, where it's the difference between the voice that he screams with and then his actual speaking voice, which is like, a nice relaxed voice. And he's going to go in that angle. He's going to lean into that a bit and do this guided meditation album with 10 tracks. He said it's truthful to his personal life, in which he has focused on fitness and wellness as of late.
So he's jacked.
I guess so. I guess he's all into this. We'll see, I guess, if he's a guest at the Super Bowl. We'll notice what's going on with him then. And is this it?
Oh, yeah, this is a little tidbit.
Oh, wow.
Let's go ahead and let's close our eyes, unless you're driving. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Out
Full
through the
stuffing.
mouth. All right. And now introducing your guide for today's meditation. Lil Jon.
Huh? She said Little John?
She's a little John.
Seems weird.
Yeah!
It's kind of distracting.
Okay!
It's not relaxing.
Little grating on the ears.
What?
I was trying to get into a nice, peaceful mode here.
Let's go! Let's go!
It's too upbeat.
Namaste.
All right. It kind of works still, honestly. I mean, I feel a little better.
I worked really hard on that.
I think my heart rate dropped quite a bit.
Royalty-free. Thank you very much.
This was good for Lil Jon. Let's see if he puts that out and hits some big wins with it, as they say. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE, or go to justcallmo.com. When you need an attorney, there's lots of options out there, but only one where you're going to be treated the right way, where they're going to fight against the insurance companies. They're going to listen to you, hear your story, and you will be more than just a number on a spreadsheet somewhere. You're a person, and they want to hear you out and fight for you over at the DeWitt Law Firm. 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. C-Lane, this one's in your territory. You know the most about this of anybody I know, so I'm going to have to throw it over to you.
Okay.
There's a huge battle going down right now in court, and this is in the Delhi High Court in India that they're fighting over this.
I thought you meant a cold cut kind of thing.
Nope. Delhi with an H at the end. DELHI, High Court in India. This lawsuit is 2,752 pages long, and they are going to decide once and for all who the inventor of butter chicken is. Because
okay, we need this. Are we talking who as in the person or who as in the country?
No, who is in the person?
How
do
you determine that?
The problem is there's two establishments, and I think we see this in the United States with things like the cheesesteak and stuff in the Philly. There's
or like
two different
clam
establishments.
chowder because there's New England and Manhattan.
Right, no, but
New
there's
England
two
all day.
Two places where they claim they invented butter chicken. They're like the home of butter chicken. Butter chicken was invented here at this establishment, and they both lay claim to it. So now they're battling it out in court.
Okay,
now,
riddle me this real quick, because butter chicken.
Yeah.
That is not like, it's not exactly what it sounds like, right? Like there's more of a recipe to it.
Yeah.
It's not just add butter to chicken. You can't invent that.
No, C-Lane makes this quite often, actually.
What is it?
It's a curry dish.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, it looks just like chicken curry, any kind of other chicken curry.
Now, okay, it says originating in Delhi, so it's there. It's a curry made from chicken with a spiced tomato and butter sauce.
All right. It's pretty simple, but these places want to claim that they started it. And there's two origin stories, or maybe three. This says Moti Mahal is run by the family of Kundan Lal Gujral.
Nailed it.
Who claimed Gujral created butter chicken 80 years ago by adding leftover tandoori chicken to a tomato gravy at the end of the night so the chicken pieces didn't dry out. Meanwhile, somebody else, Daryanjanj, claims the dish wasn't created until they met their family's patriarch and his soon-to-be chef. Their story is that their chef, Jaggi, invented the dish by using the buttery sauce to stretch a few pieces of tandoori chicken for a large group of diners. So those are the two people fighting over this. There's another place that's saying, we actually made it. We made it in the 1990s, but they're not really being closely considered for this. And they will find out once and for all who was behind this. Speaking of, yesterday we talked about Trader Joe's. I think they're kind of famous for their butter chicken.
So they have a good one?
Yeah, I think they're supposed to have a good one over there that they flex.
It's very easy to make. I mean, and there's ways, there's like cut corner ways to make it, and then there's just like, low and slow all day ways to make it.
Big flavor, though. That's why I love Indian food, man. Indian food ain't plain. It's like, it definitely is big
Something
flavors.
with a lot of ginger and garlic paired with like garam masala, cumin, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And some spice.
Making me hungry now, damn it. And also, I want to get into this because the folks of Riviera Beach, we got to sort this out for you. I know the mayor of Riviera Beach is saying that he's on it. Sounded like I had a stroke in the middle of saying that. The mayor of Riviera Beach is saying that he's on it. Ronnie Felder, he says the water is safe. These have just been false positives that keep telling you that there's fecal bacteria in your drinking water in Riviera Beach.
Ew, poo-poo water.
When it comes down to this, for me, tends to show just how bad politics is as a whole. Because if there is one thing, amongst very, very few things, one thing that we should be able to rely on politicians for, it's to make sure that every citizen of every city has access to clean and safe drinking water. This is like bottom of the barrel, this is the obvious stuff that you really, really should be able to lean on people for. And it doesn't seem in so many cases like Flint, Michigan, and other spots, like politicians are fixing these things. You've got places like, I believe Memphis is one of the worst. Memphis, and then there's a couple of places in Mississippi where the piping for the city water is so bad, corroded, rusted pipes absolutely everywhere. It's a danger to all the people that live there. We take advantage, and we take for granted, I should say, the idea that in most cities where we might be living right now, you turn on the water, and as long as you got like a filter or something, maybe hooked up to your fridge, you get nice, clean water. I've been many times to cities where that wasn't the case. For one, in the French Quarter in New Orleans, the water is god-awful. In every place I've ever been to, everybody drinks water over there, because if you pour water out of the tap, straight out the tap in New Orleans, right in the middle of the French Quarter, into a glass and hold it up in front of the light, you can literally just see stuff moving around in the water. Like,
I'm so glad I'm hearing that now.
Big, like, chunks of stuff large enough that your eyeballs can see the debris that's in that water.
I was just there in December and dying when I woke up at the hotel in the morning.
Yeah.
And went definitely right to the sink.
Mouth to the sink. And
just chugged.
You'll survive for a little while on it, but it's not as good as you get in so many other places. And they keep finding fecal matter positive tests for Riviera Beach, and the people of Riviera Beach deserve better than this. There's people who are very frustrated. The mayor says the water's safe. He also said he plans to use a third party to investigate the controversy over the water samples found in June. They didn't find out about this forever. Get this. The company that tests the water samples for this area, this is kind of an impoverished area of Palm Beach County, Riviera Beach. In Riviera Beach, the company that does the water testing, after they got the results back, including the positives for fecal matter in the city water, they would email two different people or try to contact them in the Riviera Beach, that worked for the city of Riviera Beach. And one of those people had quit and had been gone for months and months and months and months and months and wasn't getting any of these messages. And the other one, for some reason, never responded or didn't get these emails that were coming in. So the testing company was trying to email the city and go, hey, there's poop in your water. And there's nobody on the other end to receive this warning message from them. So months and months and months go by where potentially they were drinking this dirty water. And gross. It's a shame. And yeah, gross. And I hope they are able to fix this for these folks. when we come back. We still got much more for you on the way. There are some pro-thong protests going on in Australia, and these folks are out there battling the bans. We have to see what they're saying. The Supreme Court is going to weigh in on if Trump is going to be on the ballot or not. That's happening very, very soon. And chaos in San Diego, all that before the end of the show. Stick with us. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Traveling on I-4 this afternoon, there's a bit of delays due to an accident off to the right shoulder after Central Florida Parkway. Traffic is backed up to Sand Lake Road. Authorities are still clearing up that accident on Goldenrod Road near Colonial Drive. Travel with caution through there. 2 right lanes are blocked on US 192 eastbound at Avalon Road. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. At Lowe's, save big when you buy in bulk. Save on bulk purchases of select insulation from green fiber and more. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Selection varies by location while supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio wants to provide the assist on your holiday bills by putting $1,000 in your hand. $1,000 13 times a day. You know the drill. Just listen for the keyword to win $1,000 each hour weekdays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do that on your phone or your computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer the phone from a number that will probably say no caller ID when they call back the winner, because that's how you get $1,000 in your hand. This contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
This year, Dell Technologies wants to help you do amazing things with their best tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology to match your forward-thinking spirit and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire the largest injury firm in the world for your injury case? Lots of people hired us. We've collected over $15 billion and won a lot. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because no two people sleep the same. Only the Sleep Number smart bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number setting. The Climate 360 smart bed is so smart it actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature. And now, during our President's Day sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. Ends Monday. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Forever at the crossroads between viral news and total chaos.
And when I think about Australia, I think about three things. Number one, with a bullet, kangaroos. Number two, the Sydney Opera House. And number three, beaches. Those are my top three.
Number two, the Opera House, huh?
Yeah, it's like all the imagery for Australian stuff. Like, if they wanted to show something that would be the United States, it would be the Statue of Liberty, right? They put that on something, and people go, oh, that's the United States. Okay. And if they wanted to show something that was like, oh, okay, you're talking about Australia right now, they'd show that Sydney Opera House. I think that's kind of like a key spot in Australia that most people know them for. But their beaches are really, really a big draw, too. People come from all over the world to go on these Australian beaches. And now some of the folks have had enough. They said the beaches are just full of these thong bikinis, and we cannot have that. It makes Australia look bad.
No,
it doesn't.
Yes, we got to shut it down. We can't have these out there.
Too
Makes
many
Australia
butts.
look trashy. Too many butts out on the beaches. And so there's a big fight over this right now. And they said a demonstration urging attendees to free the peach, they said, has been planned along the Gold Coast after a local businessman called for a ban on G-string bikinis. Both men and women have been urged to meet at Karawa Beach to support freedom of choice when it comes to beachwear. And there's a lot of people that are saying this has gotten worse over the years. I think that there's a lot more
How does it get
people.
worse? I mean, the thong is just a thong.
Well, for the people who don't like the thongs, they think that right now more women in particular are wearing them than ever before.
Oh, that's what makes it worse. Like if there's only
For
one
them.
or two. Got it.
For them, yes. If you're anti-thong, they think like, oh, this is our 9/11 here. There's thongs absolutely everywhere. More people are wearing them than ever before. So that's what they're saying. And they're saying it's trashy. It makes our beach look trashy. We have tourists coming over here and there's asses hanging out everywhere. They said one woman had just the tiniest triangle covering her crotch. Everything I'm hearing sounds like Miami Beach. Guys.
And we are unfazed.
This is not that big of a deal. I've seen this for a long time, right? This happens at various beaches all across the United States. But they want to protest this. And they said this is about freedom of choice. I don't know if they're all going to be in their thongs to protest this, men and women out there. But they said these comments were unwarranted and stuck back in an era that women have fought so hard to move past. No man should have any rights, she said, any rights to dictate what women should or shouldn't wear. He's not talking to a culture or society that respects that way of thinking, she said. So many people got upset by this and the idea that they might ban these thongs on the beach. I'm sure we had a point in our history where we talked about this too, where it was like, oh, the clutching pearls. The bikinis are just too revealing now.
We know what
Can't
they
have
look
this.
like. Oh my
They got
goodness.
asses all out all over the place.
Or the turtlenecks.
I mean, you could not look at the asses. That's one opportunity. Or you could just enjoy them as all over on display on the beach
Yeah.
if you want to just take in the view.
No, that's just for the copious amount of porn that they watch when they close their doors.
I don't get the person that goes, I don't want anybody to be able to wear a thong bikini on the beach. I refuse to believe that it has such a big impact on their life that someone else is wearing a bathing suit, even if it is like super revealing. I don't know the impact
But what do
that
you
it's really
reveal?
having on
Something
you.
that literally everybody has.
Sure.
It's the
Yeah,
butt. The butt,
they were-
men and women can come together because we all have butts.
But
And when it
that's-
comes to privates, maybe it's a different story.
That's sexualized, and they don't want that on display. There are kids out here, for God's sake.
Kids also have butts.
Little kids on the beach, but they don't want to be presented with
They
adult
don't have those
butts. Not butts like this.
Some of them aren't great. I mean, you have this idea in your head of like thong at the beach in Australia or Miami, and then you see some pancakes.
They give you this. This is the one that they show in the story. I don't know if these women are protesting or if they just like happen to be somewhere by a camera where they
The
took a picture of it.
high-waisted bikini coming back. Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of that out there. I've noticed that. But these aren't even that bad. I think there was a point in the 90s in Miami where the bikinis were like, whoa, not a lot to them. This is maybe a little more covered up than some of those times. This is all high side stuff on display. But some of these folks said, enough is enough. We can't be having this on our beaches in Australia. Good luck with that battle. What do you think? Is it too much? Should the women be all clothed? Let's put burqas on everybody on the beach so as we don't see any skin from any human beings, no sexualization going on.
But keep your nipples out, dudes.
Solved all of this. And we want to hear from you. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us your dispatch right now. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court is ready to weigh in on whether Trump should stay on the ballot. It started in Colorado, but other places have tried to do this. Other states have tried to see whether or not they can kick Trump off the ballot. The case against him to remove Trump from the ballot in states like Colorado is incredibly weak. They're saying that anybody who engaged in insurrection is somebody that could be removed from the ballot. Now, why is that in our Constitution? Why is there an amendment for this, Section 3 of the 14th Amendment in our Constitution? The reason we have this is this was to get people who were Confederates and make them unable to run for office at one point in our history. And the idea that those folks, some of them who were convicted of this and some of them who were not, but all of them who very clearly took part in what is the most obvious insurrection in United States history, literally going to war with ourselves, that's much more obvious than it is when you talk about January 6th. And certainly Trump has not even been really charged with insurrection, much less convicted of insurrection. So I think their case is very weak. And the Supreme Court is going to make this decision. Could be any moment now. And they'll say whether Trump is just by the Constitution allowed on the ballot across the United States, or if some states can block him, which would be chaos. That would be a very, very bad thing. Okay, let's see what we got going here. Let's work in at least one or two dispatches. Here is Street Pirate talking about thongs. Let's see what they say.
No man should have the right to dictate what a woman wears, is what I'm hearing, period. They're not the ones who have a problem with it. Men don't mind it. It's the old lady who's really pissed off about it.
Oh, he's blaming the ladies.
That's who writes. That's who complains. Karen!
Actually, and I don't mean to actually, but I'm going to. In this case, it was explicitly stated that it was a man, an older man who said, I can't take this anymore. Their vaginas are basically on display. They're just putting it all out there.
What do I do with this boner?
And he said he wanted this to be stopped. So is the dude in this case. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com on your phone, your laptop, whatever you got that's got a speaker. Always working on improving things over on the website, by the way. But you can send your dispatch right now. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch today. We got time. Let's work in a couple more. Here's Poor Soul, also talking about thongs. Got a lot of thong talk going on.
That's just one more reason I'm proud to be an American, because if I want to take a nice romantic stroll down the beach on a hot summer day in my thong, then I do.
Get out there. One of those Borat thongs. Is there a name for that style of bathing suit?
I think Borat thong, right?
Yeah.
Everybody just calls it that now. It's just Borat. Mankini, that sounds about right. They're really loud.
I don't know the name, but boy, do I have an image that is forever burned into my memory, and that was of ThinkPad.
Oh, yeah.
It was popping out at Okeechobee Music Festival a couple years ago. And then he thought it was funny. I'm like, your testicles out, man. Did not tuck in before the display.
I like the confidence, though. I like the confidence, and I'm going to go on the record saying this. I like the confidence of every single human being who is willing to put on a thong and walk on the beach. I envy that level of confidence. I would not probably if somebody said for $5,000, Sean, put on this thong and
for $5,000, you wouldn't put on a thong
and walk down the beach,
that's
busy
easy,
beach
man.
day. For you, maybe I would. Celine, would you do that? $5,000, walk down the beach in a thong?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I would feel
I
uncomfortable.
can remember you, and if you're doing it in Miami, you'll be amongst other thong wearers.
Okay, let
not
me
making
change this up.
$5,000.
Let me change this up on you then. All right. This is how we'll play this out. Now, $5,000, you're walking in a thong on the beach, and listeners know about this, so somebody's going to record this.
Ooh, we're going to have to
I'm gonna
work
up
on the
that.
price.
Yeah, for sure.
See? There's no way you would do it. If somebody
I
notices
can't
you and
even go
records
on a
it.
date and a listener is present that's not on some sort of picture or video.
You got listeners recording you on dates?
Yeah, Celia knows who it is. So that's my one example, but there have been multiple.
People who just record you on a date?
Yeah. Oh, if I'm like out with somebody and perhaps there is a pop kiss, then you can see it on some sort of Facebook page and everyone's talking about it. Because no one knows how to mind their own goddamn business.
Oh, let it out. What's going on here?
Oh,
Is
nothing
this
happened
recent?
recently. No.
Oh.
It's just something I'll
okay.
never forget. And who did it? I'll never forget.
Who is it?
Ever. I don't remember.
He seemed very sure of remembering moments
That
ago.
is acting and scene. Man.
All right, let's do one more. Here's Chaos chiming in. Hello? Chaos? All right,
What
maybe
is
next
that?
time we'll get some words, but that was just sounds, and I don't even know what those sounds were.
The sounds of chaos.
Rhino Love, it did sound kind of chaotic, is talking about the thongs in Australia.
Oh my God, this
Born in
thongs on the beach
Australia.
thing has happened all over Florida. When I was 18, I actually wore only poster board on my top and a thong bikini on my bottom
Same.
to protest the closing of the topless beach in Sarasota, Florida, at North Lido Key. You used to be able to go topless. You could do whatever you wanted over there. And so, yeah, we were on the news, all that.
Yeah.
Great. They didn't win. It's no longer topless, but then everybody started wearing thongs. So then I had to go to my next demonstration and support that. Do whatever you got to, Australia. You can beat this. Free the peach.
There she goes. Thank you, Rhino Love. Appreciate you. Remember the big controversy way back when? You might be too young for this, Sabrina. And I know this has come up on the show from time to time. But it wasn't about beaches. It was about the explosion in these hot dog carts. And women would be selling hot dogs in like G-strings on the side of the road. And everybody, like not everybody, but a bunch of people got incensed that this was happening right by a busy road. And they're picking their kid up from school. And there's this woman in a G-string selling hot dogs. And
When was this big controversy?
Oh,
You're talking
man.
about down south, right?
Yeah, well, this was in West Palm Beach, and in the Palm Beach Post ran this, and everybody knows like Okeechobee Boulevard, I think, was one of the main spots where these hot dog ladies were. And my dad was like, "Oh yeah, the hot dog ladies." I'd be like, "Oh, what a weirdo!"
Dad, this is your fifth hot dog in one day, man.
This
Come
guy's
on.
really eating a lot of hot dogs right now. I don't know if he ever stopped at one of them, but the business
He
worked.
stopped at one of them.
Oh, absolutely
Probably.
stopped at one of them.
The business worked because you would see the hot dog ladies in their G-strings on the side of the road, and there would be a giant line of dudes, like in their business clothes, like they just got done
Best
from
hot
work.
dogs, huh?
And they're off to the side of the road. And I think one of them had the saying, like the slogan, the hot dogs aren't good, but the buns are great, or something like that. It was a slogan that they had, and they were just printing money doing this stuff.
Imagine being
for
the
longest
dude
time.
waiting in a 15-minute line just to have, what, a 10-second conversation with a girl in a thong?
I don't get it. It's just like I don't understand the bikini barista thing. Like, who is the person who goes?
That's my future wife right there for sure.
Is it
I
about
just need to buy
saving them?
4
Yeah.
more coffees from her, and then I'll be able to take her out of this and give her a good life.
Like, as you know, I don't drink coffee. Even the iced coffee sends me off into space. It's dangerous for me. But if I did, I couldn't ever see going, I'm going to go to the bikini barista. Hell yeah. This is going to be awesome.
So the Miami Times even ran classified ads. Hot dog vendors earn $200 plus a week wearing your bathing suit and selling hot dogs. And then that was November 1986.
Yeah.
I mean, $200 a week in 86?
Back then?
That's a
1986.
lot of money.
Yeah, that might be big money now. It's, you know, we don't have to have a lot of skills. You just got to look good in a bikini.
Okay,
And
but you also have to work on that bod. That
Get
takes a lot of work.
Besides that, making a hot dog, even I can make a hot dog. I mean, that part of the job is easy.
I don't know if I would eat a hot dog they made, Sean.
What the hell is that for? I can make a perfectly good hot dog. You don't think I'm a capable human being that I can make?
I think that you're capable, but you've also shared enough stories in the past where I don't know if you are necessarily.
Like what? What makes you question this?
I've witnessed you not even being able to open a pierogi bag.
Okay, this is because I was drunk, all right? You know that I was drunk. You have the video of me being drunk. You keep bringing this up. The pierogi time I was having a blast. I had a little too much fun. That's fine. That's not here nor there. What does that have to do with me now being able to make a competent and delicious, delectable hot dog that would be just as good as anybody else? I'm going to boil it. I'm going to boil it.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to boil the hot dog.
I'm not a hot dog boiler because that, looks disgusting, but is that the same idea of like boiling an egg in which it floats on top and it's done, or you just have to kind of count it out?
It's a little bit of both. You make them with the boiling water. That's how I always had them growing up. That's how my dad would make them. And then you put them on one of those Martin potato bread buns. Oh, man. That's how you do it.
Thank you, Martin.
But I, in the bikini, am not going to draw in an audience. This
you
business
might, man.
model.
You'd be surprised.
Day one, maybe.
There's a niche.
Because people will be listening to the show and they go, I'm going to go out there.
Where's the magnet, man?
All Day Yucker says, Sean, you're not fooling anybody. You can hold a hot dog with those small hands. I can make a good hot dog.
Well,
I'm
pigs in a
confident
blanket, at least.
Does Sean even own a grill? Of course I do. Now, do I know how to use it? Not necessarily, but there is a grill at my house that is in use from time to time.
You used to hold up the ashtray, but no
that's
more.
true. You know what I did? To avoid the temptation, I threw away the entire ashtray.
Wow. All 50 pounds of it?
A big-ass ashtray. I said, I don't even want to...
49 of those pounds were cigarette butts that you never threw away. You just left in there.
I would get it to pile up pretty high before Cordy would look at me and go, you disgusting slob.
I would go out for the first cigarette when we did the show at your house, and I was like, damn, Sean.
There's no room. You can't get one in there.
4 packs in one night?
I would... when I was smoking my most, I would have about 2 packs.
Wow.
On a busy night.
All eyes on me?
And that was a lot for me. And then, but at the end, I was down to just about a pack a day. Most of it was all in one big session at night, though.
I can't believe that you've quit.
Yeah. Now,
with no
it's been a while
temptation.
now. No, I definitely have temptation. Even still, I have temptation. Look out on the patio, have a couple of drinks or whatever, and then
not even a vape?
It's not worth it.
Didn't our engineer tell us once that he used to smoke 2 packs a day, but where he was from, the packs had 25 or 30 cigarettes in them?
That's right.
Yeah.
He sure did. That was during the speech of how I should stop smoking because it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's something that I think maybe stays with you forever. Because everybody that I've ever known who smokes, when they see somebody, even if they quit for 10 years, they'll look over and be like, ah, man.
But then they can have one and not immediately go back into it.
I don't know. I think if I had one, I might be going to buy a pack of cigarettes. I think that it might send me off.
Or someone blew it in your face.
No, that wouldn't bother. I mean, I wouldn't want somebody to do that, but I don't think that it would make me go back to smoking.
Next time I see you.
Just you're trying to get me back into smoking.
We miss you, man. Wheels on the
recruit
bus.
me back to the dark side. You got to quit at some point, right?
Oh, don't even. Let's not even start this, okay?
I'm just saying.
I will light up in the studio right now. You just have been quit. You've quit what, a month and a half? Now you're going to give speeches?
No, I'm not giving speeches. I just worry about you.
Oh, I can't. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I don't have the patience for it.
You know what? One of the problems you have is.
Oh, this is perfect. What a great segue.
Yeah. One of the problems that you have
What's wrong with me?
You don't believe that I'm ever being earnest and honest.
Oh, we can't hear you anymore, Sean. It's tiny little Sean.
Don't take me down to the little tiny Sean voice. You don't think that I'm ever being honest and sincere when I say something like that? You don't think in your world that I could ever actually care about your health, do you?
No, I think that you could when we're not on the radio and doing a whole bit. Yeah, I think you would. If something had happened, if I was in a car accident, you absolutely would, talk about it on the show first, but then come visit me on the hospital.
I would absolutely visit you in the hospital. Yes, and I would be.
But first, you gotta do the show.
Well, it depends. Am I on the show while this happens?
I mean, if I don't show up to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 11 o'clock. It's oh, wow, okay. It's 11:05. What happened to Sabrina? She was in a terrible car accident.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to finish the show?
I would think, and you're not going to believe me when I say it, you're going to say that's not the way it would play out. But I would think our move would be not to say anything until we had talked with you about it.
What if I was in a coma?
If you were in a coma, then all bets are off.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the
It's going
coma.
to be the hottest topic.
Yes,
I would actually I'd call the hospital and go, let us know as soon as it's a coma.
Right.
Like, as soon as it's an official coma.
I think I would find it more offensive. You didn't spend the entire show talking about my coma. Or just like if you stories that didn't make the cut. Sabrina's in a coma, by the way, and today I learned.
You know how people would be begging us for like the slightest little update. Wait, by the way, knock on all of the wood. No.
I could use a coma. I'm very stressed out.
No accident. We're not far away from that being a thing. Would you like a little coma? Just a little
short-lived coma.
Tell Mom I'm just getting a little coma, Stan.
Just a tiny one. Anyways,
yeah.
I would be very worried. You're not wrong to suggest that I would probably really, really, definitely 100% want to talk about it on the radio.
For sure.
But I would
and you're welcome
absolutely
to do
care.
that. Absolutely.
Oh, am I?
If I get into a coma and a really bad accident, but I would like for you guys to also visit me. And should I need some sort of organ, donate, please.
I would definitely donate an organ for you. I would do that.
Ceiling?
Huh? You want Sealand's organs over mine? What the hell?
I don't know yet. I feel like we're now manifesting too much.
All right, we got it. Let's get away from that. We will take a quick break. And
I'm about to go listen to Lil Jon meditate.
We'll do the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
There's a couple accidents to watch out for off to the right shoulder. Authorities are clearing up an accident westbound on I-4 near Central Florida Parkway. 2 right lanes are blocked on US 192 eastbound at Avalon Road. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Apopka Vineland Road, State Road 535 near the Greenway Overpass. Watch out for delays there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Shop deals on LG at Lowe's with up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, save an extra $75 on every $750 you spend on all major appliances. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 2/28. Savings vary based on purchase amount. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Looking to hire the right employee? Find them at the Florida Jobs Now job fair, fljobsnow.com for more info.
Every parent wants to set their child up for success. Florida Prepaid is here to help. We know that planning for college now is the best foundation for your child's future success. A Florida 529 prepaid plan can be your first step to getting there. Our plans are flexible and 100% risk-free, so you'll never lose your investment. And now is the perfect time to lock in your plan because 2024 plan prices are the lowest they've been in 10 years, starting at just $34 a month. Florida Prepaid open enrollment is now. Enroll today.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Pucker up, Central Florida. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. This month, I'm on a mission to help you fall in love with a new car. So if your old ride's left you brokenhearted, kiss it goodbye and lower your monthly payment at the same time. Used cars from just $89 per month. New cars from just $189 per month. You deserve a ride that makes your heart skip a beat. So bring me your old ride and I'll get you way overpriced value for your clunker. Do other dealers leave you feeling lonely? We kiss up to the banks and lenders who want to say yes. That's what makes us your car dealer next door. Give it a try. Check out our brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. Fall in love with the award-winning 2024 Outlander with 0% for 60 months. Plus, check out our certified used cars. Monthly payments from just $89 per month. Trade-ins, kiss it goodbye. We'll pay over appraised value. So get here quick. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. See rchill.com for details. Offer absolutely ends February 29, 2024.
Hey, everybody. Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Turns out February is American Heart Month, and Life Imaging FLA wants to remind you that early detection saves lives. Unfortunately, the very first symptom of heart disease is often sudden death. But the cool thing is, now you have the power to detect issues before symptoms. And Life Imaging FLA does that with their free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. This is a $699 value. The testimonials are bananas. Couples going in, the person that thinks they have problems have no problems. The person that does not think they have problems has problems. But the cool thing is, now you have the information, the power to go to your primary care doctor and build a long-term healthcare plan to make sure that you're around for years. Do that now. Do exactly what I did. Pick up your cell phone and dial pound 250. Say that keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds, and be sure to ask about their cancer screening as well. Make 2024 the year you finally start taking care of your long-term health with Life Imaging FLA. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
This year, Dell Technologies wants to help you do amazing things with their best tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology to match your forward-thinking spirit and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
Hey, Joe Montana here. Back in my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia, a bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older, or 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like diabetes or asthma, you're at increased risk. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey homeowners, Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious, your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at SolarSource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
I'm John Morgan. When you call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, your very own army springs into action immediately. 24/7. Our investigators, legal staff, and over 900 lawyers work together to fight to get you the best result as quickly and easily as possible. Insurance companies know who we are, and now you know it too. This firm was built for greatness. This firm was built for you. Injured? Call your army. We're ready to roll. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, Joe Montana here. Back in my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia, a bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older, or 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like diabetes or asthma, you're at increased risk. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Get ready for the big game with the free iHeartRadio app. Pre-game with perfectly tailored playlists like Big Game Party and more. iHeartRadio has the perfect soundtrack for your pre-game party, whether it's just you or a block party for the entire neighborhood. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Big Game, and listen now. Make the big game great with
Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Real, no proof or no.
He's smiling, and that alone should scare you. This.
To the show.
Buddy, I thought it was.
Sorry about that.
Sabrina, I said to Sean in the talkback, I was like, you trying to leave early or something? And he gave me this response that was like, either he wasn't listening to me or he didn't know what I was talking about, so he just gave me the...
No, that's not what I said.
Yes, it was, man.
I didn't say it exactly like that. I said something like, yeah, you know how it goes. Like, I gave you one of those.
I mean, I was here setting up your clock to go. I packed up all my stuff because it felt like it. I took your word for it.
I said, like, final dispatch of stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. However, we're not actually doing that. We're still here for a while. And it took C-Lane saying it 2 times. I think the third time I was like, to realize what I did.
Whoopsie.
Because I looked down at the clock, and we got more for you, folks. More for you today.
I mean, about 5 minutes, and then.
Yeah, not a super lot, but I did want to share something with you. I have a neighbor, I guess, who is one of these people who is on a mission, man, to get the people who are leaving dog poop by their house. And sometimes people who hate dog poop being left on their property are willing to do things to their property that makes it more repulsive than if it actually had dog poop on it. Like, there'll be signs, there'll be 3-4 signs. There's like a silhouette of a dog pooping on the ground. It's like, do not let your dog poop on the grass.
I have a neighbor with 2 signs, like, actually nailed to her gate. That's like, pick up after your dog. It's the law.
Yeah.
In bold. And then as soon as Carl poops in her lawn, I'm like, here we go. This is, she's looking at me right now. And if I don't pick up every morsel of Carl's dollop, I'm going to be arrested.
I wonder if this is near your house then, because she sent this over and it says, beware, camera is on you. The fine from the city is $50 to $500.
Oh. You wrote it in chalk?
Yeah, it's
Can't
a
wait
little
for the
hard to
next
see.
rainstorm to come through.
But they're like trying to get their message out everywhere to the person who may have left some behind. It says no dog poop.
Was this on Nextdoor?
No, this Courtney took this and sent this over. It's $50 to $500 fine, and they said a camera is on you right now if you're doing this. These people get so mad.
Then that's also like, are they going to instill this?
They're going to call the cops, I think.
And the cops are going to take their time and the funding to narrow down the person with a grainy footage. Like, where are the resources for this?
They are claiming via their sidewalk chalk demand that they're recording people and that you'll get a fine between $50 and $500. Also, don't know why it's either $50 or $500. Maybe that's multiple offenses.
Size of the poop?
Or it's like a really, really big one.
Someone should leave like elephant dung and really blow their minds.
This is a person that hates it, man. There's people that are so triggered by this. If you leave a little bit of dog poop on their yard. And don't get me wrong, I don't want anybody leaving dog poop on my yard. And I've seen people do it. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Now, this is where I think what would come in handy of the accessory that I previously surmised was only for illegal things. And I guess this would be illegal too, but that thing I told you about that I can attach to my drone that drops a payload when I hit a button.
Yeah.
This way, because, I mean, it's on camera, so I don't want to be on camera.
Yeah.
But if I were to have like a tray of dog turds and just like fly it over this person's lawn and just boop drop
it in there, you know they're gonna lose it. These people freak out. They are so against this.
But like you said, like if you're going to Walgreens and buying poster board and like writing signs, or you got like a silhouette of a dog crapping in your yard to keep the poop out, do you at the end of the day, right before sunset, like stand across the street and gaze at your fecal free yard and go, it's beautiful.
I won this round.
Your house is an eyesore now.
Yeah, I think that too. But the thing is, not a lot of people understand so much of this is cultural. It's like a cultural thing. And I posted a poll on Twitter.
What do you mean? Is there a culture that leaves their crap everywhere?
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of people who grow up very differently than we do with our dog culture in the United States. And so I did a poll this weekend, and I was like, this is different, but it's related, I think. And I said, does your dog belong in the bed or not in the bed? And it's about like where people sleep at night, and do they let their dog sleep in their bed with them? In some places, if you told people, I let my dog sleep in bed with me, they'd go, what the hell? You let your dog sleeps in the bed with you? They look at that sort of stuff in Western culture, and they go, we would never do that here. A lot of this is people in Central America and South America, with their relationship with dogs is way different than people in America, especially in like a big city or something. And they'd go, wait, you want me to pick up the dog's poop afterwards? Why would I pick it up? I'm just going to leave it there. It'll fertilize the grass. It'll be fine. So it's just totally different experiences. And I don't want the dog poop everywhere, so I land on that side. But I'm also not going to put a whole bunch of signs in my yard that say, I'm recording you. And,
yeah, I'm going to go to the cops. And
I'm not doing that.
I feel for those people. I mean,
Yeah,
they're probably stressed out from the moment they wake up until nighttime.
It sounds stressful. It sounds like it's just like, hey, relax a little bit. Everything's going to be fine.
Just a little bit of poop, man.
I think what would be more effective than putting a bunch of signs in your yard is just digitally shaming them on Nextdoor. Just get a very high-quality camera. Sean's got a great camera system around his house. There's only one spot that I could pee in his backyard that he can't see. So, and he says, or he's got a bunch of bad pictures. So they get like a nice quality picture of their face, watching the dog do his business, and then moving on. And then you post it on Nextdoor, and what are they going to do? Sue you?
I think that's more effective, probably. There was a streamer yesterday who was taking his computer, like going to the computer on his camera, and he inadvertently, for a moment, revealed some of the adult websites that he had visited, or it was
those are my favorite.
It was actually more that he had saved photos, and you could see the thumbnails of the photos.
Oh.
Who does that, man?
Who does that? This guy, I don't know if it was real or not. He might have been trolling. It could be a good troll. It very well could be a good troll, but there was like photos of horses and stuff in there.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was like, damn, man.
I keep forgetting that this camera angle, if there's something nefarious on this screen, you could see it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like right now, and especially that angle, I could mistake that for nefarious. Is that two women with each other?
Yeah, it's some kind of girl-on-girl video. It appears that he's got on his second monitor there.
It's a woman that looks like she's trying on a wedding dress.
All right, maybe
it's the girl from it's the girl from the bikini. Whatchamacallit? Look, see the bikini hot dog stand.
All right, okay,
but no, we were talking about the mankini, the Borat thing, and I was Googling about it, and then I found a video that involved a guy wearing that mankini. But there were some other participants, and I go, I am glad I hadn't taken my camera, because if they had seen what was going on in this video, it was like two people at a pool, like a resort pool.
Yeah.
That I guess we're real turned on at the moment, and we're like out in public manually stimulating each other.
Okay.
All right.
And then they're only stopped by a big fat guy wearing the mankini that walks by. You're like, you don't really know why this video or where this video, but it's there.
All right. Well, hey, for real this time, for realsies, when we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. I promise. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast on this Friday Eve. And the rest of today will be a beautiful one. Pleasant temperatures as we make it into the mid-70s for afternoon highs. We will have some passing clouds, but otherwise a good amount of sunshine is still expected. Looking ahead into our Friday, temperatures will be approaching the upper 70s. We'll still stay nice and dry, and that will actually continue into the weekend. However, even warmer temperatures are on the way with highs approaching the low 80s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report
report is sponsored by Lowe's. At Lowe's, save big when you buy in bulk. Save on bulk purchases of select insulation from green fiber and more. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Selection varies by location while supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details.
Whether you're refinancing, buying your first dream home, or doing some debt consolidation, work with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Hello, this is Susie Essman and Jeff Garland.
I'm here.
And we are the hosts of the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm podcast. And we're going to be rewatching and talking about every single episode, and we're going to break it down. Oh, and we're going to be joined by special guests, including Larry David and Cheryl Hines, Richard Lewis, Bob Odenkirk, and so many more. And we're going to have clips, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So listen to the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is, Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. Tobacco-Free Florida's Group Quit service offers free virtual and in-person sessions at convenient times and locations. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. You are not alone. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco-Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
A Fifth Third Better means we put in 166.7%.
What does that mean?
Well, at Fifth Third Bank, our name equals 166.7%. So that's how hard we work. That means free checking, no hidden fees, and helping to protect your identity.
Explain it in baseball terms?
It's a home run.
Basketball terms?
It's a slam dunk.
Football.
Touchdown.
Highlight?
Buzzball.
Cricket.
Golden duck.
Wow. Guess that really is a Fifth Third Better.
That's what a Fifth Third Better means. This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Pucker up, Central Florida. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. This month, I'm on a mission to help you fall in love with a new car. So if your old ride's left you brokenhearted, kiss it goodbye and lower your monthly payment at the same time. Used cars from just $89 per month. New cars from just $189 per month. You deserve a ride that makes your heart skip a beat. So bring me your old ride and I'll get you way overpriced value for your clunker. Do other dealers leave you feeling lonely? We kiss up to the banks and lenders who want to say yes. That's what makes us your car dealer next door. Give it a try. Check out our brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. Fall in love with the award-winning 2024 Outlander with 0% for 60 months. Plus, check out our certified used cars. Monthly payments from just $89 per month. Trade-ins, kiss it goodbye. We'll pay over appraised value. So get here quick. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. See rchill.com for details. Offer absolutely ends February 29, 2024.
Hey, Joe Montana here. Back in my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia, a bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older or 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like diabetes or asthma, you're at increased risk. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant is celebrating becoming the Funny Bone. Formerly the Improv Comedy Club, the Funny Bone guarantees the same great talent and awesome live comedy experience with a new name at Point Orlando. This week, the Funny Bone welcomes Craig Robinson, February 8th and 9th, best known for his portrayal of Daryl Philbin on NBC's The Office, followed by Gary Owen on February 16th through the 18th. Check out our star-studded calendar and showtimes online at orlando.funnybone.com. Home to the best comedic talent on tour nationally. Come get funny at the Funny Bone. Full kitchen and full bar available with parking discounts offered to all guests who park in the Point Orlando garage. Same amazing experience as the Improv, but now the Funny Bone. Tickets available at orlando.funnybone.com.
Hi, my name's Tim Forehand. I'm a deputy sheriff, and my job keeping me in shape is important. I've tried other products to get my weight down, but nothing has worked like Android 400. In just 3 months, I've dropped 51 pounds, down from 230 to 179. Plus, the weight's come off in the stomach area. I've gone from a snug 36-inch waist to a 32-inch waist, which I was in high school. I highly recommend the Android 400 to all my friends.
Guys, are you frustrated because no matter how hard you try, it seems impossible to lose stubborn belly fat? Then discover why thousands of men each month rely on Andro 400. Lose belly fat, gain energy and confidence, and feel great about yourself. Andro 400, the safe, effective, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Dive into hibernation mode with a huge deal on deeper sleep during Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Shop now and save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and receive a $300 instant gift for pillows and more. Plus, get free and fast delivery to your door. Restrictions apply.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Home of the world-famous Game of Magnets. This is the...
Stories that didn't make the cut. Well, most of them made the
You
cut.
promised them twice, and you did not make with them twice.
And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday, friends. And make sure you're making your way over to realradio.fm/justokay. No matter where you listen to this show, you can go there and secure your general admission tickets. VIP is completely sold out, but general admission is still going to be an absolute blast. You do not want to miss out on this on March 16th. So go get your tickets now, because if you wait and decide in the future, like, oh, you know what, I do want to go to that, and you buy your tickets at the door, it's more expensive.
Yeah.
So just get them now, get them out of the way, and you can get them at realradio.fm/justokay. Thank you so much to everybody. We're glad that you're excited about this event, because we're very excited about this event too. It's going to be huge. We're going to have a lot of fun things going on for you. Sealand and I are working on what we're going to be doing for our performance. Sabrina's been hard at work practicing with her band. We've got all these other musical acts involved. We got surprises that we got worked out, and we got a lot on the plate for you for Just Okay.
It's a big event for us. So if you have never been before, and maybe like everything we've said is like, oh, I don't know, but you love to listen to the show every day, it's a great way to support us.
Oh, yeah.
By coming up, showing up, and enjoying yourself. Like, it's not a bad way to show support, if you ask me.
And take note that things like VIP sell out as fast as they do. It's because people believe in this event. They know that they're going to have a blast every time we do this. And you are as well. It'll be one of those things you're talking about for a while. And there'll be a lot of surprises that you're going to want to make sure you're there for. So realradio.fm/justokay. All right, all the stories made the cut. I'm just going to slide those to the side for today. It's time to get out of here. Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today Learned for a Thursday, February 8th, 2024. Today Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Today Learned the pirate ship from this movie.
SpongeBob.
That's right. The Bounty, which served as the pirate ship in the SpongeBob movie, sank during Hurricane Sandy, resulting in the deaths of 2 crew members.
There was a live-action SpongeBob?
It was
there
like
a scene. Yeah, there's like
action.
Some of the scenes in it were live action. It was kind of cool, actually, the way they pulled that off.
Also kind of full circle because the squirrel's named Sandy.
Oh, that's true. Oh,
How about
man.
that, actually?
A bad omen right there. Today I learned a man was wrongfully declared dead, so he attended his own funeral, tried to get arrested, tried to get elected, and more. It took him 19 years to be declared alive once again.
Fatality.
This was Lal Birari in India, and they declared him dead from 1975 to 1994. And finally, today I learned, you're not going to get this group right here.
That's Future. Justice.
Justice is correct.
Dang.
The dance band behind this group here, this song, Justice is the name. They say they're not really influenced by other dance artists of the past or DJs. They were inspired by heavy metal bands.
Yeah.
I don't hear it in the music, but
not so much.
Do you? Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. If you missed any of the show, go get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.